fucking hilarious. But it sounds like Wayne's kids, not gonna lie.
Start live on the podcast.
Okay.
All right, going live in 5.
Oh, wait, hold on. Fuck, she's in here. Porter, Mom's gonna come home soon. Get out.
Porter with the
All right, we're
quarter.
live on YouTube.
Michael off the border. Oh, we're live off YouTube.
All right. Hey, yo. Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome to SOUNDSPONGE Radio, episode 9. Something we like to call the real season 1.
Season opener.
Revved up. We've been doing this for a little bit, and we're ready to bring you the best of ourselves. Moving forward from now until forever. Welcome to SOUNDSPONGE Radio, home of the three-headed beast. That is us. Myself, 10th member, my brother next to me,
Jay Styles, man, but just call me Jeff. We fam.
and our brother who is not here at the moment, but is here in spirit, Kim Beats.
Virtual brother, hanging out here, you know.
Yeah,
Happy to
coming
be here.
from the internet dimensions.
It's a hologram.
Yes, exactly.
Nick
Shit.
hologram.
Simulation beats. Yo, man. Welcome back. Happy holidays, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody who was out doing family shit the past week, and to everybody who stayed at home also.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate you, and not hating anybody who had other things they had to do. But however you spent your holidays, man, happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, and let's get into it, man. We're here. It's December 4th. I cannot believe it, man. Like,
2020 is almost over, right?
what is going on? I mean, I'm happy about that. Let's golf clap 2020 being almost over. Thank you. Yeah, 2021 is right around the corner, man. Like, I'm so amped for it as an artist, but not just an artist, for the podcast as well. Like, I've been doing all kinds of life cleansing and life healing that's really got me feeling more motivated than ever, but not in like the Stephanie way. We're like, 2021 is my year. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just excited.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm super excited for 2021. But one day at a time. It's always been my mindset, because I know when the clock hits midnight, it's not gonna be, change too much. I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. But I
Just a day older, right?
just stay older. I am about to hit that 3-0 next month.
Hey.
I know.
3-0.
I know. I'm getting a little old.
Yo, I got you a birthday gift today. I called you about that earlier today,
know,
but
I'm
I'm excited, bro, that I got you that Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs fucking vinyl, the instrumental version, though. I'm excited for you to make beats. That's why.
Oh, man, I'm so excited.
Man,
So
that's
excited.
hard.
Bro, vinyl's the come up. Vinyl's
They're
the
kinda
new wave.
rare.
Vinyl's the new wave, bro.
It's been the wave, man.
Like the Lulu album with Alchemist and Conway, they only released 250 of the white one, of the white version.
Jesus Christ.
And like that shit is going for like $240 on eBay right now.
Because it's limited.
Cause super limited. And then they got the gold spoke edition that looks like a tire wheel with gold rims. The vinyl itself, it's fucking fire. Yeah, and then like vinyl's actually, it's funny because people don't think of it as like a new thing that has found new ways to re-innovate itself. But they're doing all kinds of dope rare vinyl. Swimming, or Circles, by Mac Miller.
Yeah.
That vinyl's clear.
Yeah.
It looks so dope. Like,
It makes you, it's art itself.
it's art itself. Exactly, man. That's why I really respect the Griselda camp. They're huge on the vinyl wave. Like, they're like, yup, we're doing cassettes, we're doing vinyls, we're doing all the limited street shit.
The cassettes are hard. to
Yeah,
find.
it's hard.
Hard to find.
Miles Monday just dropped that album on vinyl, and he only did 100 copies, and he said he'll never reprint them again.
See, that's what you got to do, though. You got to stick to your word on that.
Yep.
You can't be
That's that rare memorabilia shit, dude. That's so dope.
the real ones. Yeah.
The old stuff always comes back into trend, like almost like how VHS is so rare. It's gonna be super rare.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. VHS is very obsolete.
No, like the Rugrats, even just the rare.
No, I know
Rugrats
what you
that
mean
is,
though, like the
stuff
orange
that,
tape.
like-
If you still have the orange tape.
Yes, bro, the real Reptar tape.
Yeah, I'm wearing a
Oh,
Pokemon
did you
one
guys
today.
know, since that was the last episode we did, do you know that Busta Rhymes is the voice of Reptar in the movie?
Yeah, man. I said that. I told you. that.
am Reptar. Yo, so fire, dude. Yeah, you were the one who
I
told.
was
You
like,
are the one who
yeah,
told me
yeah.
that, dude. That's insane. I love
Hip
that.
hop, man. They're everywhere. It's just like with all the random like hidden gems in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, hip hop is fucking everywhere. You were so right. You know what commercial I watched today? Because I was talking about his legacy. Did you ever see the Beats commercial for Conor McGregor?
No.
It's one of the illest commercials you'll ever see, like ever, dude.
I'll check it out.
It starts off with him in Ireland with his boys, like just like talking about scrapping, being like, "You gonna fight Liam this week?" And it's just like young scrappers, and it reminds you that like gang culture and like not even just gang, street culture in other countries is like different.
Yeah.
They live to see the next fight at least because they're about scrapping.
Yeah.
And it goes about him going to a neighborhood fight, but it transitions to him fighting in his adulthood, and the fucking slowed down version of Juicy that they play with like the choir. It's like, you had a heart, but not that many. And it's so quiet, and then it fades into the real fucking thing, and that's so crazy. Yo, what's up, CJ Got Style? Thank you for joining us. Today we're talking about a lot of things, man. We are talking a lot of things. The main thing we're talking about is Wayne, the mixtape GOAT. But before we get into that, I did want to say, personally, how are you guys though?
Man, I'm doing great.
Yeah,
Getting older. I feel it. You know,
Getting that 35.
in that 35, dude. It is a real countdown. I mean, I know age ain't a number, but I really feel like, man,
Man.
it's a milestone that I can guarantee that, like, I'm just happy that if I could talk to my 20-year-old self, I'd have some words of wisdom.
like we're good, bro.
Yeah, like,
We're
you're gonna
good,
be
bro.
good. You know, I got some things to tell you. Well, not even like if I couldn't tell him his future, but if I could just drop some knowledge on him, I could do that.
I would smoke with myself.
I don't know if I could, man. I'd just be like, you're not real. You're fucking not.
You ain't real.
You ain't real, man. You ain't
Yeah,
bad.
after we smoke, we'll just be tripping. Just
Stop
like-
that. Michael Jackson. You ain't bad. Like,
It'll be like Looper. You ever see Looper with
Oh.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Yeah.
And like,
yeah.
he's like, "You not me, I'm me."
Yeah.
Like,
Me. Yeah, no.
but
I
he
get
lets
it.
him go. He like hesitates, and that's why he didn't get to shoot him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yo, let's get into it this week, man. I'm happy. Y'all are happy. I'm happy too. This week, a fair amount of music released. One of the albums we're talking about actually came out last week, but we've been gone for a little bit. So
You guys
I really want to, man, I just want to say what a great fucking year for hip hop. And I don't want to, let me rephrase that. Hip hop. And I'm not rephrasing it actually in the sense that I said it different.
Strictly
I know,
hip-hop.
but real hip hop.
This year's
Not
been-
rap, trap, and rap. And what I mean by real hip hop is that, man, long has the disrespect been, and long will it continue, that all these other genres will get separated into these subcategories: alt rock, math rock, punk rock, emo rock. But we get trap and rap.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that? And that's where it gets busted. So let me again say, it has been a great year for hip hop, man. Crazy.
You don't like math rap, bro?
I don't know. I don't want to know what that would sound like, because math rock, like Chan, is like super technical on the
math
grid,
rock.
like very, it's epic. But there's like geek rap, people who rap like Dungeons and Dragons shit. That shit ain't popping, but hey, man, they deserve their own genre too. It's the exact reason why there are issues. Before we get into albums talk, let's talk about the Grammys this year, man. The albums, the hip hop albums, great. But you know how many albums actually got snuffed too? Bro, like, how did Roddy Ricch not get Best New Artist? How did Lil Baby and him both not get nominated for Album of the Year? Like, it's an all-around snub. And my opinion is because they fuse the genre.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, like, how the fuck are you going to put Nas and Roddy Ricch in the same category for an award? They're not the same type of music.
I mean, it's a popularity contest at the end of the day.
It is.
It's just like how the All-Star is.
Yeah. Well, the issue is that the other genres have so many degrees of separation. Billie Eilish can walk away with 5 Grammys in a night because she can be in a pop category, an R&B category, and fucking an alt category.
Yeah.
But we get rap.
Yeah, Bieber was talking about that. He was saying that he wanted to be. He's like, I tried so hard to make an R&B album, and you put me in a pop category.
Yeah, and he even got boxed, and that was a funny opposite time. That was one of the rare times where it happened the other way around, and he was like, "Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, well,
This is a pop album. This is not a pop album."
Well, it's weird because you don't know the criteria,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the criteria is not there. You think you have it with all like the evidence of the past years, but then like when everyone's like, it's numbers, it's all about numbers. Then you see The Weeknd not even get nominated.
Yeah, or Pop
Yeah, that
Smoke.
was a
You see
big
Pop
snuff.
Smoke. Pop Smoke also got snubbed.
That's what I'm saying.
That album did crazy numbers. And Lil Baby was the only rapper in the past 3 years to go double platinum on his album.
But they did.
And they fucking snuffed him.
But they did get Freddie though.
And
See, that's
that's what
what's
I'm saying.
weird,
That's
right?
what's
It's
crazy
so
is that
bad.
they got some things really right. Like, yo, Nas on there, Alchemist. It's arguably,
Freddie
even though
Gibbs, yeah.
they missed so many marks in the entirety of it, but they really hit the mark on something so right. Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist as a Grammy nom, that might be the most hip hop thing to fucking happen in the past like 5 years.
I don't keep up with the Grammys too much, so.
Well, tell you, never thought. I think. Oh, he literally on this album he says, "My name Cocaine. They'll never mention me with nominees," and then he's nominated for a Grammy.
That's what probably got him the nomination.
They're like, "Damn it,
Nah.
we have to now, otherwise they know we're haters." No, but and then we got the Nas album on there. Fire. They put the Allegory on there by Royce. That's crazy.
Yeah, see,
and then the J Electronica album is pretty much the only one that I disagree with.
Yeah.
Because I did not wait 10 years for a fucking Jay-Z album. I tell you.
Is that a nod towards Jay, though? He's on every song.
It's a knock for me, yeah. Because actually, recently, my homie Jesse, shout out to Jesse Nations, my boy Jesse sent me the original Exhibit C album that got scrapped. And it's so rough sounding, but it's so fire.
Damn.
It's so
rare.
dope. Yeah, it was next level rare. And he sent me a track from Kid Cudi and 88 Keys before 88 Keys died. That's like unreleased also. I had never heard.
Damn, so
He's lacing me with all this
ooping you some
fire
gems.
shit, dude. It's crazy.
Within them gems.
But yeah, man. Besides that, I did peak the rest. The Grammys really didn't reflect a lot what I thought was happening this year. Givion's on there.
Yeah.
Crazy. I know I'm kind of the one who left his album really unimpressed.
I love that album.
But I know you were probably hyped. I know.
like, yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
Yeah, wait, what did you
Sir
think of
was
that
the only
album?
one that gave him a
You
bad
got
rating,
nominated for a Best R&B album, bro.
which is
Oh,
absurd.
yeah, I know that. What did you rate that again? Did you rate that a 5?
Like a 2.
You gave it like a 2.
I gave it like a
no,
2.
I gave
No,
it a
Jeff.
4.
You get a 4?
Jeff
I gave
thinks
it
it
a
could grow.
4. I even think it could grow into a 5 because it's just like the perfect capture emotions in those 4 songs. Like it's very specific. I'm not saying I ever went through it, but like the way.
And fuck your emotions. I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, exactly. But that one particular moment that encapsulated in it is very good. So if you haven't peeped it, peep that. But yeah, Grammys are Grammys, man. There's always gonna be a little weird. I think those things may change one day.
Well, like, who are the judges, though? Like,
It's a committee.
has that been established? It's a committee, right?
It's a committee, and you can get. There are people that join it,
like votes,
and there are
It's
people
just
that get
votes?
asked to join it. Like Ninth Wonder is a member of that committee.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like so.
That's pretty close.
And people actually think that Ninth and Nas have beef right now because they've never done a song together their entire career. Apparently, they've always had an issue trying to find ways to link, and then everyone was mad confused on why Ninth Wonder didn't the only 2 people Ninth Wonder didn't congratulate for the hip hop album nominations were Alchemist and fucking Nas.
Yeah, makes sense.
And it's fucking weird. And it's like, what the fuck, bro?
It's crazy because they're grown, they're old.
Grown ass men. Yeah, that's what I mean.
If-
What are you mad about Nas at for, fool?
To be honest, if Gucci and Jeezy can make it up, and anybody else can make it up.
And that's what I mean. Is like, bro, this is one of those things where it's like you're gonna. And I have always been a big fan of Ninth Wonder, but I actually saw a lot of people coming at him, being like, Ninth does this type of stuff all the time. He's hyper selective, which is actually like bad. It's bad camaraderie for the culture because it's like, bro, if you are a member of this hip hop culture, even if you for some reason have personal reasons why you can't get work done with Alchemist and Gibbs and Nas, you should. If you're gonna congratulate almost everyone else on there, you should have just kept it 100% kosher and congratulated everyone because this is a win for hip hop. You crazy, bro? Alchemist been in the game since Mobb Deep and shit. He actually started as a rapper before he was even producing. Like,
I remember.
and
that.
you're gonna go, and you're not gonna say like, "Damn, this is a win for hip hop." Come the fuck on, bro. That's disappointing.
It's a little petty.
It's a little petty. Whatever held that decision for him, it's a little petty because it's just like, bro, this is big.
Yeah, you're on that platform, man. Even if it was just an honest mistake, I mean, it's still seems a little too calculated to be a mistake.
Honest mistake to forget the man who did Ether and Illmatic.
I'm just trying to.
I know you're trying to play. You're trying to play the advocate for.
He's like,
for
well,
like, maybe
actually,
there's a
never
way. Nah.
Because some people forget shit. You know what I mean? I'm sure I forget stuff when shouting things out.
Mhm.
So, but a bit. Yeah, it did seem a little too calculated to not include them.
It's all good though, right? That's what I mean. At the end of the day, it's hip hop. That's why I love this year's Grammys. Hip hop is winning regardless.
Yeah.
That's the fire. But yo, speaking of winning albums, man, and huge hip hop pieces.
Yeah.
Yo, the album we listened to this week, the Statik Selektah album. Yo, I'm impressed. I'm super fucking impressed.
Star-studded.
I mean, the fucking production is just absurd. I mean, I think it's just like everyone was like, yo, like producers were killing it this year. You got fucking Hit Boy murdering everything.
He's been working on this album for a long time, though.
Yeah.
Like all year.
He's doing all year.
Pretty much all year.
All year. But that's what I mean. Is like at the end of the year, like Hit Boy is still. I don't see him catching up.
What's crazy is that that's on the music front. But I had actually talked to our homie Sushi recently.
Yeah.
About what it takes to be more than that. And what I said to him, I was like, man, it's crazy because Mustard got Variety Producer of the Year, and that's fire.
Yeah.
And here's why I tell you why he can do that and easily sweep that type of shit. Because not only is he doing mad fucking numbers and being impactful, and here's another reason, Mustard has hella solidified that sound. You know when you hear a Mustard 808.
Well, yeah.
You're like, whoa. But he
and his
he
tag,
does
you got YG
yeah,
on your tag.
that too. But he does like events and stuff for the city, and he helps the city, and he's made such a cultural impact beyond his music. And I think that's why Hit Boy can still get swept under the rug, even if he has as crazy a year next year, because it's about how to show face. And I don't think Hit Boy has figured that part out of being big yet. Because I think this is his biggest year he's ever fucking had.
Oh, I mean, you had the Nas album.
Yeah. I think that comes with learning how to balance being big, which he's never been this big.
I think everything changed for me with Mustard when I heard Needed Me.
By Rihanna?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
when I heard that, I'm like, okay, this is just absolutely incredible.
Man, the
production.
turning moment where I know this is for those listening. I know we got a little off because we were talking about Hit Boy being producer of the year, but Mustard clinched that with one company actually.
Yeah, well deserved though. I'm not saying
no, not at all. Yeah, definitely not saying anything. The turning moment, man. I don't know when the turning moment was. I think it was just one day I didn't hear a tag, and it was I turned on the radio, and it was in the middle of a Mustard song I never heard before, but I knew it was a Mustard song because you just fucking know. You just hear his drum selection and his 808 choice, and you're like, man, this shit is different knocking. It's so West Coast.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Yeah, it's like each producer has their own vibe, and you can for sure feel his like in his music.
Yeah. What's crazy is that people don't like to give people new roses. Like, he's like a new Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
He's working with all the West Coast legends. He's got Ty, who's essentially the new Nate Dogg. Like, he really has got this formulated team to last the next decade if he stays killing it the way he is.
For sure.
There's no reason to not believe he will.
There's no reason. He ain't going Scott Storch. Fucking,
yeah.
No one's going Scott Storch.
I mean, if he wants to,
pray
he can.
no one does.
Yeah.
Hey,
but
he's back. He's back doing things.
Yeah, he's doing things now. And on that note, too, Mustard is also great at doing producer albums. Perfect 10 was sick.
Yeah.
And it was like Mustard's version of Statik Selektah's album.
Yeah.
Because it was just chock full of all the trap bangers. Like, and all those artists. Like, and Roddy and shit. Man, moving into this Statik album, it really kicks things off with the perfect person, I think, man. Fucking Black Thought.
Great intro, man.
It's a very up and down roller coaster for Black Thought for me this year. I mean, him being on features has been a lot.
Murderous.
But his own album.
I know, but he dropped the ball in his own album. Bro, but every time him and Statik come together, him and Statik need to make an entire album together.
Oh,
like,
that would be so fire.
He murdered Joey and like all these other fools on his last album. Like, he started his verse with like, it's the elephant in the room, created by collision of the sun and the moon. My sonogram, a picture of a baby of a gun in the womb. Like, he just goes crazy. Like,
always.
And that was the last album.
And he was in that Macy's parade.
He was. I forgot about that.
His beard was shaped up real nice. I was like, man, that's some.
You're like, how could you
shout
forget?
out your barber, man. Shout out
that sophisticated, that third eye. Almost.
Yeah.
You just gotta spit that.
How many spins did you guys get in this week?
With this in particular?
Yeah.
This album?
Yeah.
I want to say probably 4.
Yeah?
4.
4 full spins.
I think
4
a
full
good
spins.
3
But
for me.
like the songs that really hit me.
What were your standouts?
Soul Custody, I listened to a lot because I was just hoping for Blue to blow up.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very Blue verse, but it wasn't something
It wasn't
like
the heat.
it wasn't the heat, man. And every time I see Blue, I'm not gonna lie, I skipped right to this track.
Damn, because you really wanted it like
I
that.
really
You
wanted
wanted
like
that Blue
that.
in Exile.
Yes, but I don't know if I'll ever get that.
You didn't
Oh,
play it
we'll
in
never
order
get.
the
We'll
first
never
time?
get that again.
I didn't play in order this first. This is very. I looked at the track list
And
and
you're
I
like,
saw
have to
Blue.
know.
Yeah.
I skipped
Yeah, I feel
Nas. I'll tell you that. That's how excited I was for Blue. And,
Wow.
I went. The Hard Living was pretty dope to me, just because Wu-Tang, the show. If you haven't watched the Wu-Tang, the show, just having two fucking Method Mans.
Yo, that was crazy. Meth and Meth on one track, technically.
Well, not really, but
Not
you know what I
really,
mean.
but
It
Davey.
felt like it. It
Yeah,
felt like it.
Yeah.
Well, Davies, yeah, that's crazy because he plays Method Man, right?
Wu-Tang.
And then so my listening tactic this time was a blind listen. It was in order, but I did it. I didn't look at the track list. I started it from the top, started that shit from the tin op, and fucking just let it play. So when I was getting hit with surprises, I was like truly getting hit with surprises. So I hear it cuts to the Davies track, and I'm a huge Davies fan, so I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, man. I actually thought it was just gonna be him, because sometimes STATICKS has songs that are just one artist. So I'm rocking, and I'm like, hey, Davies chopping his shit, and then Meth comes in, and Meth is my favorite member of Wu-Tang, so I literally full chills. I just fucking put my hand in my
really
palm and
yours?
was like, fuck, dog. Hey,
That's
we're
awesome.
fucking
Yo,
here.
Actually,
Can we get a pause on
I
this,
like-
Nick? Who's your favorite Wu-Tang member?
my favorite Wu-Tang member,
Yeah.
probably Redman or RZA. I don't know.
Redman's not a
Really
Wu-Tang
he's
member
not
technically,
Wu-Tang,
because he
yeah.
just raps with
Oh
Meth.
my gosh, dude!
But no, that's not. That's not.
that.
No, a lot of people your age
Exactly,
think that
yeah.
he's a Wu-Tang
Well,
member
because everyone's in Wu-Tang. That's
because
fine.
exactly he's like a Wu-Tang affiliate. He's
Jeez.
been on so many fucking
No,
songs
but
with
that
them.
doesn't count, bro. It doesn't count.
But who's your favorite then? Who's your favorite Wu member?
Probably RZA, bro.
RZA.
Okay.
RZA's career past the music is insane.
And
Like-
I'm saying this as almost like a new generation kid. I don't know, because I don't want to take away you saying Meth Man was your favorite, because he is almost my favorite too. But it's like,
Okay. I just had to ask.
I don't know.
Raekwon's mine.
Raekwon yours?
Raekwon's
By a long
man.
shot?
By a long shot.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Ghost and Meth?
Not even close.
Yo, what?
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Only built,
Built for Cuban links.
I'm sorry, dog.
Okay.
That's timeless.
or ODB, honestly.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
ODB
You
has
can't
so
go
much charisma, man. Like that, he was like such a centerpiece to their energy. Like, and they almost had that in pro era with like Chuck Strangers. He's like, I know how to write songs. I know right from wrong. I know how to rip thongs, and I'm pretty good at beer pong. I'm like,
wrong. Yeah. It's weird, yeah.
oh my god.
No, I listened to the track list like you did, though.
Just didn't know.
Just didn't know.
Yeah, and I got hit with surprise after surprise.
So did you guys really like that they split, what track was that? It was the Nas track.
Keep it moving.
Keep It Moving. Were you happy they split their verses into like 2 verses each?
I actually am not the biggest Joey fan of the past like 3 years. What? He really, every project he comes out with, I think he's lyrically a little weaker.
Honestly, I feel the same way. I don't hate to bite on ideas, but
I don't think
feel
he'll.
the same way.
It's Nas all over again, but worse, because
Yeah.
he's
I like
not
Watch
as.
Me, though.
Yeah.
Watch Me was pretty. I like that song.
I like Watch Me though because Static created the magic, and I don't know. And what I mean is like, I was like, this song is passable, and that's not a great thing to be like, this is passable. It was passable because I was like, oh, I guess it's chill. I can listen to this without turning it off, and I wasn't in love with the song until Static Selektah came in there in the chorus because they did the Q-tip thing. You on point, stat, all the time, kid. Like, that shit was fire as fuck to me. That leveled up the song.
Because Joey's got the voice too. I mean, not all rappers have the voice.
Like, even as simple it is, his simplest lines in 1999 are sicker than his best lines now.
Well, I think is what
Like when
what
he's like
happened is
when he's
almost
like, I got
a
sick of
superstar
class, started dropping classics. Like, even though it's so simple, it's so fire. Like,
I think he just got too mainstream almost, bro. And what I mean by that is Drake. I almost like Drake's old stuff, his mixtape era stuff better, but Drake still comes out with new bars and new ways to spit bars and just make songs and make music. And I think Joey Badass just hasn't really reached that level. I feel you.
well, there was always the rumor that Capital Steez was writing for him.
No way.
Yeah,
And
there was,
each
and
time
they
each
beefed
song comes
right
out, it
before he
makes me
died.
think that.
He beefed right. They beefed secretly before they died.
But I don't think.
And
I heard a lot of rumors.
a lot
about
of East
Joey.
Coast cats actually, a lot of like people who are bigger fans of Capital Steez feel that way. Like there are people who have
I heard
completely,
he's fucking over his family.
yeah, there are people who completely have stopped rocking with Joey because the contract issue that Joey is holding his family pretty much hostage with, because he won't release it unless he gets a favorable deal out of it, or so people say. I'm not gonna even put it, you know, because I do like Pro Era and I like the legacy, and I hope a lot of this stuff isn't true. But a lot of what a lot of those deep hip hop heads in the East Coast say, like on all the forums and everything, is that like Dime a Dozen, CJ Fly, Nick Caution, Dirty Sanchez, and like Capital Steez all stayed close. But Steez, after their first big tour, really distanced himself. And like one of like his last during after he died, like some of the birthdays things that like his mom and stuff would throw, like Joey would never show up. Only CJ Fly and like Dirty Sanchez and like Nick Caution would go to those family events that meant so much to his family. And like when he died, Joey and the Pro Era, they like the corporation or the company, they took all the files and all the music, and because they legally owned it, because he signed with them technically. And then later, you know, his mom technically has some rights over it because he's dead.
Yeah.
But then they did the Steez Fest, and they promised his mom money from that. She got like 8,000 out of like a grip of G's, like nothing, like a tiny slice. And then they did 2 to 3 more years of it and didn't pay her, even though they were using his name and claiming that she was a part of it to boost advertisement for it.
I heard
That's
about
dirty.
That.
Yeah, and for 2 to 3 years he didn't pay her, so then they took him to court, and that's why there's no more Steez Day, because they were like, fuck you, you're using our son's name, his image, the 47 number mythology, all of this to make yourself. And even on this album he mentioned something 47 or like Third Eye or Chakra or something. It kind of came off as corny to me, I'm not gonna lie, because that was Steez's shit.
Yeah.
Like in Flatbush Zombies, they credit Steez for teaching them about that Third Eye shit. And same with the Underachievers. They said that Steez was the one who told them, "You're indigo children." And then he also was the one who named Pro Era, who made Pro Era. And then he also was the original leader who then told Joey he doesn't want to be the public leader, though he'd prefer that he be the public figure.
Because Joey's got that
Money,
voice.
money,
I told
greed,
you, man.
Yeah, and Steez was a little bit older. These are like all the pieces to why people think he was writing for him secretly, because he hasn't dropped a fire verse of the same caliber since Steez died. And I know that's a stretch to be like, oh, it's because you know what I mean? Because it could be as simple as like, he just don't got it no more.
Yeah, or it just doesn't hit you the same anymore because of said things. You have those in your head about said person.
Well, so that's what sucks, is that I actually only found out about this stuff like 3 months ago. I've been feeling about this way about Joey pretty much since American Badass.
Well, what was his project right after Steez passed away? I'm blanking.
Before the
right
money. Before the money.
Dumb.
Yeah. And that was an interesting fucking project too. Before Steez died, he shot some shots at Joey on some tracks, pretty much being like, "You're shit now that you have money."
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where money does change some things. Like, I don't know how many of you guys were rocking with those dog face videos before that Fleetwood Mac video came out. But I remember I was like, man, this guy is fucking hilarious, and just watching him dance and him enjoying dancing with his kids, and just to see, I get it, because he's coming from nothing, and he's just a walking advertisement now, and I'm just like, man,
You're a walking ad.
I hope you're as happy when you were just dancing to those songs.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I mean, is like, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was easier for Joey just to be sincere because he wasn't in the industry yet. But you know what I mean? Rapping shit on waves like, since 9-5, mama been working 9-5. And I know the landlord fed up with our lives. So we pray to the guys, the Jahs, and the Allahs to keep us safe and watch our lives. Like, he has not spit anything a fraction of that dope.
Yeah.
And that's what it really is that it's not even a fraction of as dope.
Yeah. But, you know, when you're in the struggle, everything's way more like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like maybe he was just hungry.
he's hungry. I mean, 50 Cent, look at him. 50 Cent, very mixtape 50 Cent, literally was trying to eat
Everyone, bro.
and anything. And then you got the candy shop.
Ooh, that's such a good point. Everybody gets there eventually. Uchiwali, fucking can't get enough. Work out.
That's kind of been my thing with Kendrick.
Well, so
my
maybe that's
hidden
the
theory
thing
with him.
Maybe that's the thing with Joey that gets me is that he's still. Maybe it's easier to take that from your artist when it's obvious that they're doing radio shit, but Joey's stuff still comes off as like I'm East Coast hard.
Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true. I still like loop it with like Dave East shit and all. You know what I mean? Like I get it.
Yeah, like it's just hard. But I did like so. I felt like it was dope getting him and Nas on a track though on that Statik album. Going back to the album because of that comparison of like he Illmatic himself and now he's on the track with the kid from with the man himself from Illmatic, you know.
Man, people don't get me wrong though. Nas is still killing it. Like he still killed tracks. Well,
that's what I mean is he killed Joey on that.
Yeah, who do you like? Whose verse you like better? Honestly, I think Nas still killed it.
Nas still killed it, and that's what I mean is like there's no reason for Joey to not be sharpening as fuck, bro. But Nas was 17 on he was 20 on Illmatic, but he was 17 on Live to the Barbecue with Main Source, and that he bodied a full group of rap men who were lyrically extra nice.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like, can you imagine saying like, yo, you're gonna be on a verse like song with Nas,
and
you
say I got a lot of love and respect for my OGs? Like, no, dude,
you gotta bar out.
That didn't hit for me, bro.
That which bar didn't hit?
I got a lot of love and respect for my OG, and that's what a wise man once told me. I got a love and respect for my OGs. Like I feel like I've heard that already. And then on the same note, I do like the song "Watch Me" a lot better. His verses, the single Joey song, but like even on "Watch Me," the bars weren't that special. I'm sorry.
So that's what I mean is like Joey's ascension compared to Nas's, since they were both 17 when they came out.
Okay.
Nas may not have the best beat selection, but he's always barring out so next level. It doesn't even matter. But and like he hasn't gotten worse barring out. Although there were highlight moments that I don't think he'll ever reach again. Old Nas still sounds like new Nas.
Yeah.
Like his flow was so tapped in. Like street disciple, my raps are trifle. I shoot slugs from my brain just like a rifle. Stan pays the stage, I leave the microphone split. Play Mr. Tuffy while I'm on some pretty tone shit. Verbal assassin, my architect pleases. When I was 12, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. Nasty Nas is a rebel to America. Police murderer, I'm causing hysteria. Like, that was 17 years old.
Yeah, man.
Like, my troops roll up with a strange force. I was trapped in a cage and let out by the main source. Like,
nobody was rapping like that.
But Nas, I could imagine him still saying that.
Yeah.
Like,
because he does every album, he does have a Nas song where like, this is the Nas. You know what I mean? This is what we wanted.
Yeah, you know, he says that shit that's like, rapping with Benny and something smooth fur pelt. You know, it's the Queen Bridge kid. It's the God that you felt. Like, just like random Nas God level shit.
Marcus Garvey, bro.
Yes.
In the flesh.
Exactly. But yo.
Doesn't he say that a lot? Correct me if I'm wrong.
He does reference that type of shit. That's his shit. He's so damn classy. He's so classy, bro. Nas is the human form of wine in rap. Yeah. Like, glass of fine wine rap styles.
Reincarnation, that's the word.
Did you guys fuck with the Paul Wall though?
No.
Oh,
yeah, I was happy to hear Paul Wall.
Chopping.
He chopped, bro. I was like,
song.
I was like, what the fuck?
That was a very left field selection. I don't know. Mind you, I don't know his relationship with
maybe it is and maybe it's not, because like as it continues to air out, like we found out, Griselda, turns out that they have Southern connections. You know, Conway was talking about living in the South for a little bit because he had to. And to get away from some shit. Oh yeah. You know,
he sounded on the song like he was really close to Paul.
Like they sounded, they had great chemistry.
Yeah, right.
I was like, what the fuck, doggy? Y'all good like this?
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Hey, was Griselda almost Swisher House?
Yeah, Swisher.
Well, when he said Paul, I was like, wait, Paul.
Paul.
Because listening to the track, I didn't look at the track list, so I was like, wait.
Like Rosenberg?
Paul Rosenberg?
Yeah, right? Paul Wall? I was tripping.
Yeah, I was tripping too.
Fire.
Speaking of chemistry, Dakota, man.
Bro, yeah, and they got each other. Dude, I like seeing that type of artistry where they got each other's back, because they each laid down a verse on each other's albums recently. And then they come together on this, bro. I never heard fucking Coda the Friend rap like this.
I also like Mom's Whiskey better than this though.
I think it's a more listenable song, but I think they barred the fuck out on this.
Yeah.
I've been drinking all my mama's whiskey.
Yeah,
I've been
that's-
staying up alone
Cause I
at
was
night.
feeling it. I was like, okay.
I've been folding all my dirty laundry. Oh my gosh, thinking that my dirty laundry isn't
isn't
dirty if I fold it right.
Yeah.
That shit's hard, yeah. I think I like Marlon's part better on Mama's Whiskey. I think I like Coda. I've never heard him rap like this, except for on this Static
Be your
album.
friend, man.
Well, exactly. And then he was like, did you know that Coda, I believe it's in Native American, just also means friend, so it actually is friend the friend.
yeah.
Coda the friend,
I
friend
like,
the
I
friend.
like that song because it's welcome to the game, and it's almost like Marlon is kind of speaking like, you got to keep your head on straight, almost type vibe, and Coda's like,
I'm
"You gotta
hungry."
come through you got to come through the door hungry. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
I love that song,
feasting.
how they're kind of representing how coming into the rap game is almost.
You know, speaking of coming in and leaving, I think it's almost my favorite track. It's not quite. I fucking love Time by Jack Harlow. It's so simple.
It's good.
That's the star
really
track
d-
on Apple Music.
He really didn't bar out. I'll be honest. He didn't bar out. He flowed out though. Like that one part where he's like, right after Mac Miller died, Statik took me to the club and told me what a great person that he was. First time I saw someone hurt the way he was, hurt me then, and it still does. Like there was no complicated way to say that could made it more heartfelt than
More
just the
potent.
simple way.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, damn, bro, my boy is fucking hurt, and I can't stand it, and it still haunts me.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just so real and honest. What
Imagine
keep
producing that and all of a sudden hearing
that, like Statik probably teared up and was like, "Fuck, bro." Like Statik, Mrs. Mac, he's definitely in the top 5 of artists who make it very obvious that Mac Miller is super fucking missed forever. He not raps, but he posts about him like multiple times a year, every year, and like dope old school photos that no one ever see. And same with Prodigy. Statik always is posting Prodigy and Mac. So I think this definitely hit him in a good way. I think that's probably why he put it on. Like honestly, he didn't bar out that hard, and I'm sure that there are other songs that didn't make it onto the album that have harder bars than this. But Statik probably did hear this and was like, "Holy shit, this felt."
Yeah, I feel like he put that on. I mean, it's kind of weird to hear that because obviously he wasn't very close to. I don't even think he knew Mac Miller, but
I don't think he did either, but I think
hearing those lyrics from Jack Harlow, it's almost like
it's crazy because it's like passing the torch.
That I know the fact.
Well, it's like
weird knowing that he didn't really know him. So
well,
it's almost
it's like the next white boy talking about the other iconic white boy.
true. I get it. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because
that's true.
Jack is huge right now.
He
is.
He's really big right
He's
now.
he's working on his debut album actually. So I'm like super excited about that. More so not even because like I'm huge on Jack Harlow, but like I really want to hear what he brings to the table, bro. Like he's been way too big of an act to not give that album a spin. Like What's Poppin' is definitely one of the bigger songs of the year.
Yeah.
What you looking up, Jeff?
I just think about Prodigy, because one thing with hip hop is they back then, like literally like every people try to verse out, like bar out all the time.
You were
because
competing with your best friends.
You never know what you're like. A listener or a fan's gonna be your first version of, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel bad for the kids whose like first thoughts of Ludacris were Fast and the Furious.
Oh yeah,
Not, you
that's
know what
terrible.
I mean? And with Prodigy, like, just remembering the very first verse I heard was Trick Ones, Part 2. You know what I mean? I got you stuck off the rails. And that's like stuck in my head. I don't know. Every time I think of Prodigy, I'm just like, man.
I got you stuck off the realness.
Be the but you know her bus. Mr. Queensbridge murder.
Bus.
Like that. Like, I would just love if fans remembered me like that. Like, damn, what was man? You know what I mean? Like, held in that regard.
Oh fuck yeah, man! Like that would be the dream. That's I mean that's like all you can hope for, right? Like you see those moments happen, and you're like, and this is funny because I don't want to get straight to that album yet, but talking about people who passed, I saw someone's comment on Comme des Garçons on YouTube, on the Wayne song, and someone was like, "Pop gotta be cheesing in the afterlife hard right now."
Yeah.
And I was like, it made me smile. I was like, yo, I hope so, man. I hope he did get to hear these covers. And in that same sense, I hope these artists know just how much they're fucking missed, man. Like
Yeah.
it really like I fucking was talking about some Mac Miller shit, and just because he's so influential to me, I like teared up talking about it with a homie today about like how he really didn't take that many. He didn't take that much coke that night. It was just so fucking laced, and like how they found him in like a borderline like praying position that looked like he was like praying for his life, and like that breaks me, bro. But like
Yeah, that's crazy.
these artists,
And his boys cleaned up his crib.
yeah,
Made
like
sure
how
all
heartbreaking the
that's
fuck that is, bro. Like people don't think about those connections in music. They're so ready to just jump ship fan to fan. Like, and I think that's what brings a little, you know, a little bit of. I really respect it when I don't know how else to word it. I really respect it when I see like someone who like to me was not in a disrespectful way, but like a nobody. And then you see this outpour of love, and you're like, damn, this person's family is gonna eat forever because their fan base. And like for instance, bro, like King Von, I really was late as fuck to him, so late, like the definition of too late. And to find out though that it's cool if I still become a fan because he owns his fucking masters.
Yeah,
So you being a fan even in past his life is feeding his family.
it's true.
Yes.
And like that's what's cool about seeing like a legacy like Prodigy. Like I said, I hope they know how fucking loved they are because their boys are rocking for them so hard still.
Yeah,
Like,
That's what's great about hip hop, man.
yeah, your boys rock
Art
for you
in
forever.
general.
you can really cement a legacy.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
It doesn't matter what happened or what's gonna happen. If people appreciate your art, they're gonna show it, and that shit goes back to your families, and it just helps. It's
Some-
just
Unless
a
you're R.
cycle.
Kelly.
Yeah, yep, I know. Sometimes your homies
Sure,
make
yeah.
you the legend though, and that's what's crazy. Like for instance, no one who's a Meek Mill fan won't say Lil Snoop ain't a legend because they know how much he means to Meek.
That's his one and only Prodigy. I
That's
don't
his
think he's
one
gonna
and
have another
only. I don't
Prodigy
think he could
ever
bring
again.
himself to. That person
It
was
probably-
actually close to him.
It probably broke him, like to even think about like who do I want to name?
Because that's the thing is that it happened naturally. He didn't look for a prodigy. He just had one.
You just had him on
Right,
his
but
ring.
then even now, it's like, is it safe to name someone my Prodigy? Like,
Yeah.
Depends who you are.
Well, he signed that one dude,
Right.
and like it does
I mean,
essentially make
it's
you a
probably
high
different now.
profile. It does make you essentially a high profile target to be someone's prodigy because you're not out of the hood usually yet.
yeah,
Like you're
Like, yo,
usually
I'm
just
next
there.
up.
Yeah, exactly. Like for instance, like Dirk was already famous and getting out there, and Vaughn was getting there too. But when he started getting his fame, he was on long probation and shit. So Vaughn was still spending a lot of time localized, you know,
Yeah,
feet to the
he-
ground.
I mean, he had some charges, man.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, and it really barred him to that place that wasn't safe. And I'm not saying don't ever go home. Like, you know, these Chicago rappers, they definitely go home. Like they are loyal to what raised them, and that's totally fine. That's fine for all rappers, definitely. But it's tragic when you need to move different, but you can't move different yet.
Yeah, just freaking-
And I think that's
You
the
got court.
case. Yeah,
And
exactly.
especially
Yeah,
when
shit,
you pass
exactly.
away
You got
in
cooped.
your own
Like
hometown.
you cooped up. Like exactly. But yo, let's talk about I do want to talk about that Meek project too, but man, y'all talked about your favorites a little bit. I guess Jeff did. I want to talk about my favorites too, bro.
yeah.
What's your favorite, Ten?
I have guesses, but
What do you think it is?
The
I
Marlon
definitely-
song.
yeah, Conway. I know you already said Jack Harlow.
That's my song.
Conway. Play it
Yeah,
right.
it probably is. Yeah, so y'all already know. I try to front and be like, well, let me think about this. No, it was probably the Conway song, just because I never thought I'd hear a 2 Chainz and Conway collab.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
And then Killer Mike came and killed it.
Tony,
like,
take a
brought that
Adderall.
fresh
She gonna
energy.
take a perk. Yo, the Killer Mike verse. Am I the only person that thinks that it was recorded like from home? It sounded like it was completely recorded on a different microphone.
Yeah, it did.
Like it sounded rap. Let's trap, rap, crack, rap.
I'm gonna have to think about that next time I take a listen. to
There's some
that.
peaks in it. There's like some crackling peaks.
Yeah.
It just made my ear. Yeah, that's true. It did make me like, oh shit, like who's this rapping?
Yeah,
Because
like, just
I didn't look at the track list and he was just going off. Like,
He did. He did go off.
so didn't that come out earlier though, before the actual album?
Yeah.
Or before the album?
So the only reason why I was trying, and not like hoping that I'd have a different favorite song, is because the chorus, man, it goes so hard, but when you break it down, it's so hilarious. He's like, we really don't play around. He's like, call me Bob the Builder, got the tools to lay you down.
Yeah.
Call me Bob the Builder, got the tools to lay you down.
That's funny. Static actually said that it was one of the first songs they recorded since it came out early, but he actually said it's the last song or one of the last songs that he mastered like fully.
Well, because Killer Mike.
Probably sent in his verse hella late from home. That's exactly why.
So, yo, did you guys ever hear the ODB story with Mariah Carey?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm not gonna rehash it because it's because
young.
Joe Budden has talked about it too, and
That
I'm gonna
shit's
send you the
hilarious.
clip, Nick. It's so fucking funny how difficult he was to work with.
That's why when you said
Oh
ODB
my
was your favorite, that was actually the first.
That
thing I
was the
thought
first thing that popped in my mind too, was the Mariah Carey story. I was like, oh my God, the Mariah Carey story, where he takes them at the end, the music video where he's like, do you need clothes? He's like, I don't need clothes, this hip hop. And then he goes to his cabin and he's like, all right, we're about to shoot. And he's like, what am I gonna shoot with? I need clothes.
I need to wear.
And then he takes some shopping. He buys like Louis luggage and like all this expensive shit.
And he
Gets
doesn't
back to
wear.
the set and they're like, all right, what are you wearing? And he's like, nothing, this hip hop.
Or when he would fall asleep, he literally would go to bed
He
after
did
like
two
2
lines, fell asleep and comes back up and he goes, play that back. I want to hear what I did so far. You did 2 bars.
Goodness.
And when they did the remix,
New York in the house.
damn,
LA
That's
in
what
the
she loved
house.
even more. He was just so different.
Dude, he says,
he's extra.
I need, what do you say? I need some Henny and Newports.
Yeah.
He fucking gets the Heineken. He's like, I can't get jiggy with this. Smash the bottle.
Mariah was all for it. She's like, yeah, you do your thing.
You're great.
Yo, Mariah's racking out right now with his money. I don't know why I missed this, but it's become a meme this year. But Mariah Carey literally just works like 1 month out of the year and is just paid.
And does what?
It's Christmas. All I want for Christmas is you.
That's crazy. Does she do stuff for it?
No, that's all. That song just gets so many hits.
That's
This
true.
month.
She doesn't even have to work. She just gets.
Yeah, I mean,
she
she had
gets-
the Apple TV special.
What?
Yeah, I just watched
Wow.
Is it Christmas
it.
special?
My son loves it.
No, a Mariah Carey Christmas special.
It's got Snoop.
That is
Dude, she's
just
cashing off that song till the day she
collecting the
dies.
bag every year.
Yeah,
Holy
every year.
shit, that's such
and
a
I know
good-
it's a meme now.
At
but
the end of December, she just cashes out her streaming check. She's like, yeah, it's a fucking my December bonus, bitch.
yeah, that's all
You
she
think
has
it's that way for Gucci too? East Atlanta Santa.
to do. No.
You don't think everybody in Atlanta's just bumping East Atlanta Santa?
No.
Maybe not. Maybe down there, but not out here.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's so funny.
She
I
just
was-
remixed the song that was just too slow, but she just made it just better. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Telling you, man.
That's wild.
How many streams are on that? I mean, on Spotify. Let me just see.
Wait, the special that you watched though, did it
Yeah.
have new music?
No.
Okay, I was gonna be like, yo.
I don't.
What?
Well, I wasn't paying full attention because I was like halfway falling asleep, but my son was just rocking to it because he loves that song.
Y'all better be bumping Death Row Christmas album this year. That's iconic. That's the real iconic.
We will. We will.
Yo, with this album though, do you feel? And I said this a few months ago to someone, and they were like, "I don't believe that." And I was like, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, I've been saying it for the past most of 2020. I was like, "This is the year hip hop comes back." And every month I feel that stronger and stronger. With Griselda leading camp, with people like Jack Harlow showing that they'll do the trap shit and do the boom bap shit. That's why I really like this. With people like Lil Baby still holding on to the culture, even though he's trap. He claims and people claim that he raps like Jay-Z. He pieces off the dome. With fucking Joey still revving up. I know that, like I said, I'm not the most impressed with his work lately, but people still love him. Nas coming back. Busta coming back. You know, Sean coming back. Gibbs getting a fucking Grammy. Alk on the list too. Like,
Lil
yo,
Wayne coming back.
Wayne
Lil
coming
Wayne
back. Yeah, like and like Wayne coming back in his old way. Like, I feel like we are in the beginning of a new golden era. I know that's bold as fuck to say, but I really feel it.
Well, you saying that, I want to believe that because 2020 hasn't been the best year. But for hip hop, it's almost just like a new cocoon opening into this beautiful butterfly.
Yeah,
Hip-hop,
like
rap,
in
fucking
20
bars.
years from now, people might be like, yeah, man, the 90s and the 20s.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, it's a great start.
It's a great start.
It's a great start. I want to say that like maybe doing this show has got me like to open my eyes a little bit more to more.
Mhm.
And with COVID, I'm more reliant on things that keep me sane.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'm a little bit more tied to hip hop because of that.
I think that that's what's happening everywhere. Is that like clubbing isn't happening, so like trap music isn't hitting the same. So people are starting to actually listen to the lyrics and be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, I guarantee Future wishes he didn't drop his album during COVID.
Absolutely. I'm sure he's seeing the sales just fine, but they'd probably be 2, 3, maybe even 4 times the numbers if people were able to kick it with their homies without feeling bad. If people were able to have parties, if people were able to do anything, if strip clubs were open until 2 a.m., like think about that. Strip club money is gone right now.
Well,
Artists get so much, dude. Artists get so much money for their play. For like, back in the day, you were looking to impress the strip clubs.
Yeah.
For instance, if you were a rapper in the 90s and you were out in the fucking South or you in the early 2000s, you want your shit to get spun by the DJs at the strip clubs because they're the fucking tastemakers.
Yeah.
Like they are truly the tastemakers. Like essentially, if you start blowing up at like 10 clubs out there, like your shit probably gonna end up on the radio eventually.
Not only for the clientele, but the strippers are banging your music.
Oh yeah.
And then they're spreading that out through their culture.
Like you are like that is the key down there. Yeah. So it's crazy. Like there's so much shit going away off the plate since COVID has been around.
So it's I guess you're right. It's opened the door for more hip hop.
Yeah, because people are like, yo, what are we gonna do? Like
we ain't got tour money. We ain't got this.
Well, yeah, not even what are we gonna do? How are we gonna live or stay rich?
Well, exactly. Like when Drake said, giving home tours till we can go back on world tour.
Yeah,
like that's interesting. That's exactly the best way he could say it. Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like we're in such a great new era of things happening. And what was it? How's the best way that I can say it? Man, I don't know. I lost exactly how I wanted to say it, but
you can come back to it.
Essentially, I feel like that's what it is. Not just is hip hop moving towards a new good era. I think the actual times of modern times versus like, back in the day it had Public Enemies and the Tribes and stuff, and they were rapping about issues that were happening. And not just the good feel stuff, but they represented a counterculture opposing all the bad shit in the world, whether it was via good vibes of De La or the fist up vibes of fucking Public Enemy.
Yeah.
And so now we're in those fucking times again. We've got corrupt politicians. The whole system is being torn down by the fucking youth. You got people that are 19 through fucking 40 calling out everywhere. People calling out Trump, people calling out Harris, people calling out Biden. You ain't getting a pass anymore if you're fucking over 45, white and pasty with some shit in the bag.
Because everyone's
been a career politician your whole life.
Yeah, and been a career politician your whole fucking life. Guess what? That rape is coming into the air. Like, we are in that generation where, like, not just are the artists so hip-hop. Yo, these kids out here are hip-hop as fuck, dog. I mean, you know what I mean? You meet that 20-year-old who's like, yeah, man, I've been fighting for equality the past fucking 90 days. Like, I've been out here. I fucking quit my job for this shit. And it's like, hey, dog, shit, man, I got a family to feed. But like, hey, bro, that's passionate power, dog. Like,
it's true. It is true. It's social media just gives everyone a voice, for better or for worse.
Mm-hmm.
And so shit will get aired out very quickly.
Yeah, and now is like that. Like, people are like rebelling, but like with their art and with their words and with the power that they have in their hands, starting companies. People believe in themselves more than ever right now for being entrepreneur, for starting their art path, for all this shit. And that's what's bringing, I think, quote unquote trap artists and mumble rappers to rap more cohesively, because they're like, yo, things are gonna get special again.
Yeah.
I know it sounds crazy, but like 47% of Americans are unemployed right now. You best believe in the next fucking year, we're gonna have 10 new rappers who are ill, who are hungry, and who fucking starved through COVID. And producers too. Fuck yeah.
27 days until we have to figure out. I mean, before then, album of the
what
year,
to do?
man.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the album of the year, man?
I already have mine in my head. That hasn't been topped yet. So.
I've been thinking about that actually this past week.
Because I mean,
wasn't J. Cole? Isn't J. Cole or someone?
J. Cole claims he's dropping a fucking album.
Isn't Drake gonna drop an album too?
Yeah, he said, but it's probably gonna be 2021. That's what he said. But knowing him, he just dropped his whole Nike shit, and so I would imagine it comes.
What if
out
Drake
with
does
both.
What if Drake does a power play one day and does like the official first Nike album?
And there's Nike artists.
Give him an idea, Drake.
That would go so hard, because like Mustard would be on that, because Mustard is a signed Nike artist.
I know. Yeah.
Like
He
think
was
about
out there, out the
think
campus.
about that. That would go so fucking hard if they did a Nike sponsored fucking
but
tape.
I think it'd be kind of corny in some places because I bet you Braun would try to get on there because crazy Braun and KD be making music. They'd be really
No,
rad.
Hey,
not
but then they
gonna
can
get
make the
on
fire stuff
there.
happen. They can put Chris Bosh production on there because I know Chris Bosh be making beats.
Yo, Dave's gonna be like, yo, I gotta switch Team Adidas.
I know. Hey, he's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's no longer Stripes. I want to rap with my boys.
Damn.
It's gonna be that one LeBron meme that.
The fucking that's LeBron. No, fucking hey, he did executive produce 2 Chainz album.
He did. I'm telling you, man. Like,
Fuck.
What does that mean?
no,
though?
there's
What does
Braun
that
and
really mean?
KD. They're very much. They're
They're
LeBron
fans of
making
hip hop.
tracks.
They're fans of hip hop.
No, they literally said they have
feel like-
tracks.
Oh yeah, they've done
You
music.
can fund an album and be an executive producer.
That's essentially what the executive producer is.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
front. I'd love to hear KD spit because that fool is like with his burner accounts on Twitter. That man is hilarious. I guarantee he's got some shit.
Oh, absolutely. On some funny shit though.
Maybe not.
I see him being someone who raps like bars, but like low key when you think about them, they're funny as fuck.
Yeah, you're like, damn.
They're like, that's a bar, but it's kind of corny.
Yeah. And plus, he's working on his craft. He's out there hooping. KD's a fucking animal.
He is a fucking animal, honestly.
Speaking of animals, man, you guys, we listened to those 4 Meeks tracks that came out.
Yeah, man. He came to eat. I like that. I fuck
Kinda
with
like
that, bro.
Before we get into that, let's get some. So, what do you guys give the Static Select album?
5.
5. You hear
plus.
that, Nick?
A 5+. I would.
That's a fucking 5.
Loud and clear. That's sounds like album of the year to me, but I don't think this could be considered
It's
one.
not considerable for me because Static. Because I
So
think
many
I want to
albums.
give it to one
Producer
person.
album.
I want to give it to
Yeah.
one person.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's unfair to create a super team and be like,
This is a super team album. This is
'Cause-
an A-team album.
okay, because that's the thing is the reason why it couldn't be album of the year to me is because it's a compilation. It doesn't have cohesiveness, and it's not meant to.
There you go. There's a playlist.
It's not meant to.
Yeah.
It's a playlist essentially, and it's fire as fuck.
Right.
It's a fire ass
And
playlist.
It's a
One
perfect
of the
playlist
best
to me.
Playlist of the year, considering it has the biggest hip hop names almost.
I give it personally a 4 because the artists on there, some of them I don't know, and I don't know if I'm gonna reach out and listen to them.
If they were
If
crazy
they,
enough to introduce to you,
yeah, if they were so dope on here, I would have gave this a 5, but I'm gonna give it a 4
okay, I feel that.
because there's
Like
some artists I'm not.
you
gonna-
didn't feel like the first time you heard Benny the Butcher, and
Yeah.
you were like, "This is a
I gotta check
fucking
this out.
dude."
Yeah, I gotta check this dude out. I mean, maybe if I listen through again and I'm like, you know what, actually he did spit on that verse. I
I'll
might go
send you
check
some
that.
fly Anakin shit, but I'll be honest that he's not like crazy. He doesn't blow my fucking lid off. You know what I mean? Like he's fire, but he makes beats too. So that's why he's someone that I fuck with.
I am happy that Nas is. I don't know when they did the Nas track. They said it was older, but like, I'm happy he's still rapping.
Bro, I'm so happy.
And Blue, please.
Yo, Blue's had a lot of life issues over the past decade.
I understand.
Yeah, he's gone through some addiction things, and he's gotten clean, and he's gone through some hardships and shit.
Just keep making music, Blue.
But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. Like, I'm just like, it's like a Kid Cudi thing. Where like I'm just so happy whenever he releases something because I'm like, yo, I hope that means you're in good spirits, bro.
Dancing in the Rain, man.
Yeah.
Bro, Below the Heavens is in my top 3 albums of all time.
Top 3. I
Of
don't know my
all
top 3,
time.
but it is definitely one of my favorite albums.
It's up there.
Yo, send me your favorite songs.
On
That's
Blue
it.
from Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm just gonna
Just-
send you the album,
yeah,
the whole
just
album.
listen
That
to
whole
it.
album
Yeah,
is like
yeah,
iconic,
yeah.
bro.
That is iconic.
Like when I used to go to work and listen to Blue Collar Worker all the time and just be like, I'm legit. I'm gonna go get a check. Like,
Well, it's really unfortunate when you're someone like me, 25. I'm not the oldest, I'm not the youngest, but I'm young enough to not be able to listen. I didn't have time. Wasn't exposed to some hip hop, and it's really sad to me when I hear about songs.
It's don't.
and then
you got
a whole
time to
album
listen.
from Blue that I don't even know about.
well, you also
It's really-
came out a few years since you're some years younger than us. You also dealt with music starting to come out faster and faster and faster. We had the privilege of something coming out and maybe only bumping that for 3 months straight.
Yeah, I remember when Yeezus and Born Sinner dropped at the same day, and I was like, this is too much. Why would they ever do this?
This is too much. How could they do this? And then now we gotta balance like 6 albums in a week.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, yo, this
literally.
really is too much. Please
From the
don't do
biggest
this.
names.
Yeah, like that's what it means. Like we'll get we're gonna curse ourselves, man. We're gonna get the fucking Jay, Kendrick, and fucking Cole album all in a week.
I have a feeling Drake is gonna drop with his Nike release. I think that's like in the next 2 weeks.
The Nike album.
Why wouldn't he drop? Like, I feel like it's perfect.
He needs to just release a solo Nike album, and the title just needs to be called "He Do It."
Yo,
Big Sean's gonna trademark you.
Or like he's gotta and he's gotta start a Nike app, and it's gotta be called OV Go.
OV Go.
Where did you got this from somewhere, bro?
No, this is right now off my dome.
This is what happens when you live right by the Nike campus. You get all sorts of.
I'm calling it right now. Drake needs to do a Nike album. It needs to be called "He Do It," and he needs to release a running app that comes built into his next fucking special Jordan shoes, and it needs to be called OV Go. OV Go, and you can track your stats next to Drake and compete with him.
This is
what's the Nike album. Drake, you hear this? You owe us. If you make money off of any of these fucking things, you owe us.
This is what happens when a man is right off the Nike campus, and right across the street there's some Nike buildings because they couldn't fit them on the campus.
Hey, exactly, man. I be seeing that. I be seeing the Air Force One building, literally outside my window. Fucking A.
We go,
no,
I see you, Drake.
That's not where you live. 10. That's not where you live.
Oh yeah, you don't live here.
Yeah, you're right. No one knows where I live. You're right. I don't live in Beaverton.
Yeah.
I don't live. We ain't in Portland. We ain't in Beaverton. We ain't in Portland.
We
ain't out here.
On stream on Twitch, he said plus not on shrooms, but he was.
Yo, Mickey Mills, though.
The first track, bro. Meek is iconic for having the best intros in the game.
That's so true.
I was like, whoa.
Really the best or
not? And the thing is, I'm not even a huge Meek fan, bro. He always has such impactful intros. Like all the intros for like the Dream Chaser tapes, bro. Mm-hmm. Like he just goes, but in the way that sometimes it's the hardest track. I literally, when I first listened to this album, I didn't get past the first track until I replayed it 4 times.
He's just a rapping ass dude.
He just was going in, and I was like, okay.
Literally the definition of a drill.
Revolutionized like the intro song.
I do not party with thoughts.
Intro songs are almost supposed to kind of like lay out the foundation of an album.
Exactly, and he's just like, whoa.
Nowadays, it's like make the intro song the hardest because kids nowadays they don't have the attention span to go through.
That's why sometimes
yes, absolutely,
really fast now.
I have to stop myself because that's why sometimes I like features better. I'm like, man, I don't know if I could do a whole album with you anymore.
Yeah, straight up.
True.
Oh, true. That's a hard place to get as an artist, though. Like, to get so far in your career that like your fans are essentially sick of you.
He had like 5 flows in that intro too.
Yeah, he did his fucking thing, bro. Like I said, I'm not a crazy Meek head, bro, but I fuck with this. And then when he came in, so I've been so pleasantly surprised by tasteful autotune recently when it's done by artists that I've never heard do before. It's like the first time that you heard Middle Child. He's using autotune on there. And then it's like the first time the T.I. song where he used autotune with Lil Baby, he went fucking hard. He sounded like a new artist. I literally was like, who is this?
Did he do it with Swagger Like Us though?
What'd you say?
I think he did it with Swagger Like Us.
But it was so subtle that it was like his main voice still overpowered it.
Oh, okay,
so you know, like you didn't really think about him using autotune. The same way that a lot of rappers are using autotune, but you don't think about it. But
they ain't using it like Travis for everything.
They ain't using it exactly. It's not on everything. So hearing people like T.I. and then hearing Meek go off on that shit with Dirk, bro, was fire.
Rainy day.
Like that shit was crazy. And the more that I listened to Dirk with a little demon ass, the more that I fucking like him, bro. I know he crazy, man, but
Lil Durk's had a good year actually.
Bro, he's had a crazy year, bro. He was in that Drake video.
Yep.
Man still on parole.
Yeah.
Just out here being like, yeah, fuck it, you know what? Get me on that Nike campus.
Yeah, get me on that fucking jet ski.
Yeah, Nike's like, hey, how you doing, Mr. Durkio? Hope you brought the Dracos.
Dirk the demon.
Hope you brought the Dracos from old Block.
Well, everyone pieced that together from around here. I don't know if you're not around here. Like, everyone's like, why is Drake's freaking plane just stuck at the PDX? Why is this plane been here for so long?
Because he's obviously here.
They shut down the employee store for freaking 2 days. Why? Why are they doing that? It's like, well,
damn, 2 days.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy that they did that for 2 days.
Because they had to film.
It's actually weird that they shut it down instead of just doing it late night.
I mean, it looked like it was late night, didn't they?
Yeah, but even still, like,
you still have to shut it down, bro. You know.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
That's crazy. But yo, that main single with Dirk, man, what timing? Because he just lost Von, man.
Yeah.
Like I think he recorded like a lot of music gets recorded in advance, and for clearance issues, for mixing issues, for promo,
Clearance
just
is the biggest
to
one.
find placement. There's like literally almost no way that this was recorded after Von died, and that's what makes
very
it
cryptic.
It's what makes it
when
so
you hear
tragic.
things like
Yeah.
this.
Bro, yeah, it's so tragic. And like I ain't gonna get into stating facts because I don't know the facts, but anyone who follows Chicago hip hop, y'all know, man, Dirk and Von are two huge pillars out there. Especially Dirk, decade long being a pillar out there. And
Almost
bro,
as big
the
as Chief Keef.
the savageness and the transparency of Chicago rap sometimes is so crazy because like he be on a case and he said bring Drake to the hood, surround Drake around Drake's, and then like
I'm Drake on Dracos.
Oh yeah, what does he say? He's like, and the money is what I make, and I still got a case, like or whatever the fuck he said, like literally referencing it on the track, and then on this track, whether he did it or not, people speculating that he's the only person with enough money to put $1 million on FGB Duck's assassination, and then saying it, put $1 million away for a rainy day. Like I was like, bro, it's like scary to think about on like the demon tip, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, Dirk be real.
It was an advance though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
And it's like that's what I mean. Is like he's so good at balancing that too. It's like you don't know what I mean when I say that. It could be professional, it could be hood. And that's where he's fucking good at dancing both sides. That's why he's able to get on these mainstream tracks.
I know, it's crazy.
You know what I mean? And that's not to say that others couldn't, because I've been listening to a lot of Von actually lately. But like, you know what I mean? He's saying shit that like, I don't know if Drake would want that on his song. It's like, when I die, I'm boosting the murder rate. It's like things like that are like really hard. But Dirk has the way of being really hard, but hella charismatic. Like Snoop Dogg back in the day. Like, he'd be like, with so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D or Dub.
Literally had a song, "Murder Was the Case of the Game."
Yeah, and like serial killer, like literally so much darkness and like demonic shit. Fucking,
That's
and
a
like
good way to put it. I like that Snoop and Dirk comparison. a
yeah,
lot.
it's like they really balance that hood shit. Even though they're rapping, they're way different, but they really balance that hood shit. Where it's like, man, I'm so transparently hood that they don't even know how serious it is. Like I'm overly transparent.
Yeah, you don't never know what bars were
Dirk
actually.
could literally rap something like, left 3 bodies on the block, and I don't know what I thought. Like literally, and you'd be like, he's singing. He doesn't mean it.
This is bars.
This is bars.
It's like, no, he actually left them there. Dude.
No, they're there. No.
Yeah.
But so shout out to him on that though. Like you said, he's had a hell of a year, and I think it's dope that after their beef, Dirk ended up on a Drake song and a Meek song.
Yeah, well, Drake and Meek.
Drake and Meek,
squashed
that's cool. I know it's all squashed.
I mean, but
Was it ever real?
kinda. Well, it's
Money.
real. I mean, it was very petty of Drake to attack Meek on that.
It was and it wasn't.
I think it was petty.
I think it was petty, but like, how else would he have done it? You know what I mean? Because
Charged up.
Well, because the thing is, it's because Meek said the thing about him not writing his own bars.
'Cause
So
you-
like,
yeah.
how else were you gonna respond other than bars? You know what I mean?
When he freaking did Charged Up and he was like
And he played.
rap quietly.
I think it's how he exactly attacks certain things about his character, even though he knows that's what his fans like.
Yeah.
Like he talked about the yelling,
Yeah.
and then like for instance, like attacking his marriage, and then what really got me, and that's the thing, I don't think it's too far disrespectful. Rap doesn't have lines like that, like, but. What got me, where I was like, you being extra petty, Drake, is when he did both of the diss songs live and played a continuous barrage slideshow of just Meek Mill memes burning,
Memes in the back?
roasting Meek Mill, and I was
On
like,
stage.
holy shit!
And there was rumors around Meek being at a hotel and somebody playing back to back over and over and over and over again.
Yes, like that's what I mean. Is like he just battles with pettiness. He's like, I'm gonna just get so petty it's under
Wait.
your skin.
While he was in the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he had someone go and
I think
rent the
above
room
him.
next to him.
Yeah.
And just,
Well,
like,
then there was that rumor of like
Oh, man.
of OVO buying. Yeah, they bought the floor above
Above
it.
him. Yeah. And they literally were just playing back to back.
Like that's so next level.
That's so petty.
back to
Well,
back.
that's the thing.
That's it.
It's Who was the rapper we were talking about that has, or I don't even know if this was a conversation we three had, who just has bars ready for? No, it was Jid. I was listening to it, and Jid has like Jid and Reason have diss songs for like every rapper, just loaded up.
That's crazy.
Just because they know, just in case. So that's why I was thinking this whole week.
When did you read about that? That's crazy. That's dope.
It was on a Button interview. Reasons.
What?
They called up Jid and they were FaceTiming and all that stuff, and they were talking about it.
That's fire. Well, because I know Jid, he wasn't like Tory Lanez tried to come at him, and he was like, "Boy, don't play with me."
Yeah.
He was like, "Shut the fuck up, boy."
Yeah.
Like, and they were going back and forth on live, and he was like, "You don't." No, like you can't.
Yeah.
You can't fuck with me.
Jid.
Just like I don't have bars for you because
Like I didn't
think
even
you
bother
would
giving.
fuck with me.
You know what that's like? Jid and Reason, they're like Batman, because Batman has a contingency plan to kill every member of the Justice League.
Yeah. Just in case.
There's literally a movie of it.
Yeah.
Like, so dope.
He's so smart. Oh.
JID, the Dreamville Batman. Shit.
But he, I know Reason was talking about like Jid think he better than Cole. He's like, and Jid was like, I am better than Cole, and like it's crazy.
That's fire, but that's why Cole put him on.
But that's why I think Drake, like with the whole cover art to back, like with the freaking Toronto Blue Jays, like beating the Phillies, like that was freaking.
The universe aligned for it to be viral.
Yeah, too much.
Like overly too much. It's like, damn, y'all knew about this shit or something.
It
Like,
felt creepy. But
it did.
you know, that's world tour, your girl's tour. It's fucking just.
I don't want to hear about it ever again. Not even when they're saying that we better as friends. Fucking, and that's
I
right
just
now.
remembered.
They're living that right now. He's like, what if like, when he hangs out, he's like, hey man, it's good to see you, but don't bring that shit up.
Yeah, seriously. I want to hear about
I'm
that.
dead serious.
Man, Toronto just beat. Well, they didn't just beat, but Kawhi hit that game winner on Philly too.
I know. This is what I'm saying.
Oh wow, that's some.
That was a
Fucking
lucky ass
shit.
game winner. But okay. I do. It was only 4 songs.
I think he's heading to a good direction, man.
Meek, yeah.
It puts him. It's gonna put him in the Drake stratosphere. It's the right move because he's been rising, and he's been taken way more serious since he came out of prison.
Yeah.
Because he's been doing things for black people, for the black community. And Jay-Z it seems like Jay's kind of mentored him towards being a wiser figure in rap.
Yeah.
And that's so dope, man. Because I believe Dream Chasers is under Rock Nation, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Those are the cool ties that like we don't get to see a lot. But he's been moving way smarter.
Yeah.
Since he
I mean,
came
you
out.
have to though.
You got to. Yeah, I don't know if this is for sure, but it might be final strike for him next time. And
Speaking of final strikes,
oh,
I didn't know until literally minutes before the show that Wayne had another case out.
oh, bro, we're gonna get to that for sure.
Speaking of final strike.
Yeah, I guess
Seriously.
before we jump to the last fucking topic and last project, man, I think this is a promising sound for him. I think he could I could see a lot of people wanting him on hooks with this type of voice, with this type of sound.
If you want to work out,
I know.
The one thing about this is like I couldn't work out to this. Usually when I hear
I can
Meek,
get jiggy to this.
yeah, I could get you into this. I could usually when you listen to Meek, you're like,
Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. But this one, I was like, oh, all right. But I mean, it was good music, but it wasn't like, damn, I thought I was gonna want to go on like a jog. You know what I mean? I
Well,
was gonna go work out.
GTA you can work out too.
Yeah. But like usually, like every Meek song, you're just like, damn.
Yeah, he's
What do you guys
usually
think of 42 Doug? I mean, he could have put anyone on that fast-paced song, but he put kind of someone that's been making a big wave this year.
You're not
in
gonna like my
opinion.
answer. I really don't like 42 Doug,
Really,
bro.
You
I
don't like
really
the-
don't.
I didn't
You don't like the whistle?
That's the off the Lil Baby shit.
He does that. That's his signature.
Oh, is that his thing? I didn't know that was what he does.
Yeah, no, you don't know that he does that before every verse, every song.
That's funny as fuck.
No.
Yeah.
No, because I'm really good at whistling, so no. And then 2, fucking no. He just reminds me of Stun of Fort Vegas, where like they're just like the shittier. I know, and I don't mean they sound like them, but they're just like the diet version of their fucking senpai. And yo, this is a bad example, but until I see them come into their own, like Boz has, I will feel the way that I did when Boz first came out. J. Cole made it like his business to just brutally big brother him on everything that they were on. I think he did, exactly. And it led to him becoming an artist who I really fuck with. By the time Boz got to Milky Way, he had evolved to a much better artist. and no
I don't
longer
think Lil
sounding like
Baby
J.
is
Cole.
Bullying 42 Doug on every song though.
Yeah, he is.
You know he's only 5'1".
And he's really bullying.
Holy shit!
I don't mean to, no disrespect. There's a meme going out around with 42 Doug, and he's like next to like these
Tory
like
Lanez.
10-year-old girls, and they're like towering over him. He's just
No!
with some chains on, like standing next to them. It's hilarious.
He looks like someone from Rocket Power.
He's
That
probably
was
as
a
tall
dope
as
ass
them
show.
too.
Oh, that's
Shout out
fucked
Rocket
up.
Power, man. That was one of my favorite back in the day. HE
Love
double
that.
hockey sticks.
They really try to sell out to every 90s stereotype.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell fucking yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's extreme.
It's extreme, bro.
I surf. I fucking skateboard.
Oh,
It's
my
gnar.
God.
It's shred. Let's shred.
All they
Like-
needed was a slime potent liquid, and it would be very
Power
nice.
He was out there oozing lean.
Oozer, young Oozer. Yo, though,
That lean, though.
I do think what's cool though, with Meek hopping in with these type of big artists and like seeing artists like Fivio Foreign, and I know referencing him again, like King Von, rest in peace, Dirk. Yo, what used to be just Chicago drill is now spread to national drill, and every place does drill differently is what's dope. And like you listen to Toronto drill music, that shit is fucking hard. And like bodies, people, yo, you gotta look at, I'm gonna send you the videos later, but like Toronto's been going crazy too the past few years. Like everyone that Drake ever co-signs from Toronto ends up like dead like 6 months later. Like it's fucking crazy. And it's not just because of him, but like there's a lot of gang violence out there that makes it hard for these rappers to get out. But all these other cities, Pop Smoke with the Woo and Fivio and fucking all these other cities doing this hard drill music. And then you see artists like Drake, and then you see artists like Meek fucking with these artists, making them bigger and bigger and bigger, bro. Like I'm saying it right now, drill music is here to stay. I honestly think it's the new trap because they're not mumbling in it at least. So, like for instance, for me, I really fucking been enjoying that shit. Like, I Am What I Am by King Von featuring Fivio. That's my fucking shit.
Yeah,
Like-
that New York sound, man. And you know it's leaked into the UK now. You know
Yeah.
they got drill.
Well,
UK
the UK actually drill, I say, is what really inspired like Pop Smoke. But UK,
Okay, I meant
UK
Pop
drill.
Smoke sound is in the UK now too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's what I meant.
I think he took it, he remixed it and made it even harder. And you know, he'd be doing that shit with like this like slight dancing and shit. Like he made it so cool. The gangbang.
Was his voice though?
It was his voice too.
His voice. I think people don't realize like you can fucking have the hardest
Well,
bars,
it's
but
that
if your
s-
voice doesn't,
It's that same shit as like Snoop. He's talking so cool, you don't realize how violent what he's talking about is, or how fucked up it is. I'm not saying everything Pop Smoke out of his mouth is violent or
It was
fucked up,
pretty
but
violent.
a lot of people don't know, like these white girls who are like, "Woo Wednesday," like or like, "Oh for the woo." They don't realize that like the woo, like woos are like a Crip affiliate fucking gang in New York. Like it's an affiliation. So Pop Smoke was gangbanging on an international level. Every project he did, it was about the woo.
You know,
He was
but-
literally promoting a gang.
they weren't smoking that tuka though. So.
Yeah, like, and I will say I am hella happy not hearing New York rap get to that level of hatred and warfare yet, because like Chicago's definitely got a special type of fucking war going on.
Yeah, of disrespect.
Of
man.
disrespect, like the how capable they are of talking about someone who's 3 minutes away. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not injecting that life, so I'm not saying it in a judgmental way. I'm just saying like, yo, that's a different war zone, man. So like,
Well, you know what's really scary is that it's become a lot of that rap has become mainstream to where saying something like smoking tuka has made it into mainstream songs.
that's what's
when
disrespectful
no one
and
really
sad,
knows
you know,
what
like
it's really about.
yeah, or the impact of that to the city. You know, you have
Yeah.
idiots out here, and pardon my tongue using that word, but like you have people out here from that are taking it out of the region, and that's what I mean. Is if you're not from Chicago, you shouldn't even be saying that. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, oh, I'm grateful that it's only there, but I'm grateful that it hasn't spread to the other cultures yet. Like I would have been like, bro, I don't want to hear people saying that they're smoking X, Y, and Z in New York. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I want to hear it in Chicago either, but we all already know that shit's too far gone to revert now.
Yeah.
But
Right.
back to what
his mother.
yeah, but back to what we were saying though, man. Like there's definitely a balance to it, and even like crediting Meek with it. Like Meek, he's got some charges, man. And
He does.
he has learned, like we said, learned how to move smarter. Because I think he realizes, like, bro, I want to stay in this game. Not the street game. I want to stay in the fucking rap game. And the rap game has some professionalism to it. And that's also what made, I think, Pop Smoke a great candidate to blow up, man. Is because even though he was, like, you know, technically internationally gangbanging, he was like 50 Cent, where, like, he kept it cool. He was such a cool cat.
Young.
And everyone fucked with him who was around him in the industry. So I think if he was able to get out of New York for real, and actually was able to, you know, get a crib in LA and not post his address, fucking, he would have lived to see a super long, prosperous career. In not just this, he was doing acting and shit already too.
Yeah, he's killing it.
There's a clip with him and Eddie Huang acting out a movie that is never gonna come out, obviously now.
Yeah.
Wow, is it online or anything?
Yeah, it wasn't crazy acting, but it also was a really rough clip,
Right.
so we'll never know.
Well, you know what's crazy is I'm glad. I mean, Meek has like came. He's one of an example of someone coming out of prison or something and just making it positive. And
Oh yeah, I think people
like Gucci Mane.
Yeah, I think people put Meek too much in the mainstream box where like they forget this dude came from the hood, and like
prison.
and he has hardships. Like he lost his prodigy to the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like people don't think about that anymore because the time frame is so gone or so far. But like for instance, if Biggie lost Lil C's, we would never be able to forget it because he was so huge to him.
Yeah.
But on that note, though, we're talking about, you know, like his prodigy, Lil Snoop. Like, let's not forget that like Meek has also been in the game a long time.
Yeah.
I think that's what made him such a great teacher for that kid. And it's a damn shame because I think Meek definitely has the qualifications to teach someone how to be in this game, especially now that he's gone through prison, reformed himself, but he's experienced all of it, and he's been rapping since he was like 12 or 14, like. And he's a legend for his city. It really reminds me of like the way Wayne is a legend for New Orleans, because Wayne entered the rap game at 13, 14 and shit, bro.
Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot. After you back it up and stop. Like that shit is so crazy. He was a fucking kid
Wearing that bandana.
rapping about ass. Fucking.
He ain't even been in the club.
Like,
Well, he probably
what?
been in the
How
club, which
was
is
he
crazy.
rapping about that shit?
How was he rapping about it? Exactly? And like, it's cool to see that again. And I think people, like I said, with this internet age, we forget things way quicker. So I don't think Meek gets appreciated in that way. But like Wayne always gets appreciated in that way because they're like, oh, he's a hip hop baby. He was raised in this culture. So was fucking Meek. He was raised in this culture. Like literally, Knowledge has entire mixtapes of just remixes using old YouTube clips of Meek Mill.
The culture, though, wasn't as impacted by Meek as Wayne, though.
Of course, bro. Of course. I mean, that's what it is like, you can't outdo Wayne's mixtape run, bro. And like, let's bring that to light because now, okay, before that, let's score the Meek stuff. I'm gonna give it a solid 4. No, I'm gonna give it like a 3.5. It's average. But it's on the better side of average music.
I give it a 3 because I only like 2 songs.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like GTA?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it.
I don't really like GTA.
Really?
Fuck with it, but the
Not like
intro and then dirt. You know what I mean? Right?
And then Dirk.
Right.
And then Dirk.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
You fuck with it?
I'm gonna get a 4. I'm just kind of putting it in perspective. Like it is an EP. There's only 4 songs, so and I do like 42 Dougs too. So I liked all of those. I liked all the songs. The playback value isn't the best for me. I don't know. I'm not gonna. For me, that Dirk song was really good, but I can't play it too much back anyway. So
That's where it loses its piece.
yeah. I think I'm gonna just give it a 4 and just call it good. And just go back to listening to like Dream Chasers 3 or something.
If this was an album and there was like more of this, I think it would have been a good first 4 songs.
Would have been a very solid project, I think.
Yeah, if it was like the
for
beginning
sure.
of like a 12-track project or something.
Oh yeah.
But what I was saying though is like, man, you brought up Wayne Impact, and I said no one can touch his mixtape run.
Can't.
And let me retouch on that and say damn sure they can't touch it now because technically it ain't over. Goddamn.
Resurrected that shit,
Like,
man.
goddamn, bro. No Ceilings 3.
Yeah, man. I could talk about this
biggest
for the
fan.
next 4 hours if you want.
Like, it's so fucking insane because it's like the hip hop head in me is like, God, you spit so fucking hard. I temporarily have to pardon what you said about politics, even though you're a fool right now. But it's like this type of lyricism that goes to show why we appreciate Wayne's foolery, because his brain is absolutely fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Buck like a $2 bill.
Buck, like yeah, I know, man. He brought it back. Like, I don't know. I know we're gonna get into mixtapes after this too, but with mixtapes, like going on, like pure mixtapes, when you're going, like when you have very few songs that are just technically singles or songs, and you're
Like
on
true originals.
true
There's
originals.
only one original on this, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Drake,
so.
with the Drake and Boy Wonder beat.
The BB, yeah, but going on everyone else's fucking track
Bro.
and just eating, like
And
that's
murdering
why,
it.
and murdering it. And the moment he said like best rapper alive, I was like, yeah,
Bro, what Wayne is also the GOAT at is taking your word structure and making a better chorus out of it. How the fuck? I'm sorry to all the homies who know the song. I didn't know We Paid by Lil Baby and Doug. I didn't know what that beat was. I heard V8 and was like, whose fucking beat did he just eat? I heard the original. I literally, because my ears never heard it first, I feel like the original sounds like a cover now. Because Wayne kills it so fucking hard. Yeah, V8. Yeah, V8. Like, he just fucking, and what I mean is like, it reminded me of a Meek Mill intro, because it was like, oh, you talking V8? Like just revving, you're revving your engine. That's literally what the song represents to me, is I'm revving my engine. We're about to fucking go.
Yeah.
V8, here the fuck we go. Here's No Ceilings 3.
Damn, I like
Just
that.
and
That's a good start.
Yeah.
fucking Khaled.
No ceilings upon your head.
I mean, who else would you want to host your mixtape? at
No
this
one,
point?
bro. Their relationship is so iconic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am a beast. Feed me rappers, feed me
feed me beats.
I'm insane. like,
that was probably one of the
I
best.
love brain. I need a lead.
That's it.
I like
Top
my
shit
Sprite. Easter pink. Fucking.
Oh,
And that's what I mean. They have had such a solid relationship, bro. Like, there is no one better to have done it for him.
I have more jewels than your jeweler. Like,
that
I
verse
got more juice
Come on,
than your
man.
jeweler.
at that time, that verse was the best verse out.
oh yeah.
Oh
I mean, he
my
was the best
gosh,
rapper
bro.
for years.
That is one of the most iconic things he's ever said.
In a row.
I am a beast. Feed me rappers or feed me beats.
I love brain. I
Need a leash.
Yeah,
I need a mink or
Dude,
whatever.
yeah,
it is.
like
Jeez.
I don't even talk. I let the visa speak, and I like my Sprite Easter pink. And I was like, that just the.
Something medulla. I have more
Yeah.
jewels than
I don't
your
want to
jeweler.
butcher that.
Like,
verse.
it's so fucking good, bro. Like, next level.
Best rapper alive.
like-
I'll write your shit.
Bro.
All that capping, I'll wipe your lips.
Exactly. Wayne destroyed this whole fucking song. Like, the best way I could put it is, I'm sorry, Lil Baby, you had an amazing year, but Lil Wayne owns this song now. like, like, I'll be like, Siri, play We Paid, and it'll be like, I'm sorry, did you mean V8? Fucking
Well, that's fine. Lil Baby has enough W's in this. To get rid of that
Absolutely.
song.
But on that note,
Next,
can we just say that Wayne is fucking 38?
yeah,
That is not old. Like,
not old anymore.
especially with the surge of like all these OGs taking it over and like the revival of like real hip hop coming back and stuff, and like rappers like Black
I
Thought
mean,
being
he's had a
extra
year.
sharp.
he's 10 years younger than
7 years.
Bust.
That's what the fuck I mean. He's 10 years younger than Bus. Like,
Speaking about 10 years, man, he's facing a case right now about a gun charge in 2019. that they're kinda getting him-
bro, if
I
he
mean,
goes,
I
if he goes away, and this is the final project for 10 years, I'm low key
Seriously,
satisfied.
no, I pray I'm not gonna say free Lil Wayne because he's gonna come out 49 or 48 years old, bro.
Maybe with fire though.
And just a catalog of raps.
No, I don't want him to do that.
I
No,
don't
it's not
want
gonna
I don't
happen.
want him to go away
It's not
either.
gonna
I'm not gonna
happen.
say Free Lil Wayne yet either because I'm hoping he's
Speaking that into existence, the feds will not catch him.
That's why he's trying to be cool with Trump. He's like, catch me a pardon, dog,
Yeah.
please.
It
Kodak
made me-
Black just asked Trump for a pardon. He said, if you give me a pardon, I'll donate $1 million to charity. You fucking bastard.
I don't know what song he mentions Trump, but that's one of the songs that I don't like.
That's the only one. That's the only bar that I don't like, and not because he references Trump, but because right after that he says a line about Osama and Obama. And the thing is, it just goes to show that Wayne is exactly where we knew Wayne was, and this is why I'm okay listening to this project and not being like he's a Trumper, because he's fucking not. He's a Wayner. He is for himself. He's
you
for
have to come into listening Lil Wayne knowing he is
insane. That he's
fuck.
absolutely batshit and has been treated like royalty since his teens.
Yep.
So like his conception of America is so busted that his kid gets it better than he does. That doesn't mean that he's not one of the greatest lyricists of all time. I laughed so hard when his kid was like, "It's BLM," and I was like, "Your dad ain't even BLM." Like,
I don't think cops are racist.
that's what I mean. Is like Wayne been disconnected mentally from society, but that's all right because that disconnect gives him this lyrical prowess. This is what makes him insane.
And can we just say that he big bro Drake?
He big bro Drake twice.
And can we say Drake's in his prime?
Drake is definitely still priming out right now.
Yes.
So what does that
Wayne
say?
came back and was like,
Whoa.
you know what? I'm just gonna fucking show you. I'm just gonna take us back to 07 and 08 when everyone thought you were from Degrassi, and just fucking.
That was his prodigy to begin with. So
Yeah, absolutely.
There would be no Drake without Lil Wayne.
He wouldn't be the Drake.
just say
He
Wouldn't be the Drake.
He wouldn't be the Drake he is, especially when you
He
hear,
wouldn't
when you
be,
listen to
no.
No Ceilings, when you listen to Wayne bar out at his maximum, you recognize how much of Wayne's cadence that Drake actually is inspired by.
Yeah, the talking to you.
Yeah, it's talking to you, but the difference is Drake sounds even more casual because he doesn't have the leaned out voice Wayne does.
He ain't Wheezy, man.
Bro,
He just
BB
said,
King,
don't sip lean.
bro,
Just rap.
BB
Like
King
me.
was such a dope reunion track, though. It really felt like 2009 again. Like, it felt like Comeback Season had just come out, and this was like a single that came out right before it or after it. Wayne,
mixtape,
yeah, and like Wayne didn't need to spit a short verse. It was just like their old tracks. Back in the day, Drake would always do the longer verse to show that he could keep up with Wayne.
Yeah.
And then Wayne would do like a half verse.
I got
He'd
you.
be like, I'm gonna go.
Bar out.
Did you guys realize, you know, that Michelin, that small little Michelin bar?
Yeah, the 3-star bar.
Did you know that Michelin ratings are from the same people that do the tire company? Like the tire company.
Michelin.
It's exact.
The same
company.
corporation.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3-star represents a place so fine it's worth it. It's
It's a
worth
Michelin
the
restaurant. Yep.
distance.
And you know why that is together? I always thought they're two separate things. So I'm like, there's no way Michelin
Wait,
tires
the
is the
tire
same.
place
Yeah,
and the
a
food.
three-star
food
Michelin
rating?
Yeah.
Michelin restaurant is like one of the highest tiers.
And the reason why that was is the two brothers in the 1900s had started the tire company, but they decided to do those ratings because they wanted people to go out more and use their tires so they
That's
could sell
so
more
dope.
tires.
Wow.
But that's crazy because it spread out of America.
Yeah.
Now, like, you can go to
No,
France.
it's France. It's France, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's what I mean. It's like, that's so crazy. Like,
It is nuts that I had no idea of the correlation of the two, and I'm almost 30.
that's so dope,
pretty
though.
cool.
That's awesome.
That's
I wonder
really
if
dope,
Drake
yeah.
even knows that.
He probably doesn't, to be honest, because he probably would have made a wheel reference.
Yeah.
He probably would have made some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you guys agree that Wayne ate him on that? Or we
on
just-
BB King,
Yeah.
he did and didn't.
Okay.
Because
They
Drake,
both rap
they
different.
he gave Drake so much space to do Drake type things. Like, what did he say? And Drake has mastered the talking flow even more than Wayne because Wayne's voice is so raspy that sometimes he needs to say gangster shit for it to work. Drake does the opposite, where he'll say the least gangster shit and try to make it sound hard. What does he say? Okay, February came around, I used to get paid shoveling, sold clothes, walk dog, trust me, I stayed hustling. Doing like neighborhood chores.
Like a regular ass kid?
But that's like if I was like, yeah, walk my dog, go to the store and buy some halls. Then I get back to my bedroom, fold clothes inside the hall. It's like, that's not hard, but you're really rapping it hard.
Hell yeah.
Well, even just the first line, "Hey, the blues is now kicking and dinner is 3 Michelin. I don't eat red meat, but the beef still still got the beef sizzling."
Exactly.
Like-
Like, he's not really talking about anything hard. He's talking about millionaire
Or
shit.
maybe
Talking that bars,
he's
really,
talking
yeah.
about Push.
Push. He
so-
probably is talking about Push, but he doesn't want that.
I
be real.
want it. I'm not
You
gonna
said
front.
I want it.
I wanna
Fuck if
hear
he
it.
wants it.
I want to
The
hear it.
culture wants it. Everyone wants
The
it.
culture wants it. I will say though, that's what Drake makes Drake, and it's that same shit. It's like, shout out to Tiffany, Stephanie. They used to always come check for me. Like, that's that shit. Like, you wouldn't be surprised if Drake was like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember 2009, I would get calls. I love having conversations with my homie Paul. Like
damn, yeah.
And you'd be like, damn, that's so human. Or he'd be like, you know, on the Tiffany Stephanie shit, like, you wouldn't be surprised to hear Drake be like, yeah, shout out to Alex and Doug. That's my favorite weed plug. Like,
He talks to you like you would understand the inside joke.
he talks to you like you know the people. That's why he says that first name shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just did a drive-by with Eric. Like we know Eric.
I mean, the more I go on it, he did have some bars. Like,
Yeah, he
the ones I
said
have around there.
the money keep coming and you would think we were Irish the way that it keep doubling.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
fucking bar.
That was a bar. Yep.
When he said, "That's the only way I know how to express love. My dogs love sticks and drums,
Drums like
Quest,
they Quest love. Oh.
I was like, okay.
Your
And-
dogs love sticks and drums as in
Yeah.
Lil Durk.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Literally.
Your homie.
Yeah. Everyone, even how he ended it, everyone talking lemons when everything is peachy. Everyone got their hands out and they ain't to reach me.
Reach me.
I think the most fire bar that gets super overlooked is he's like,
Aubrey.
only child, and I don't need any
Siblings.
sibling. But he says it sounds like siblings, but he says siblings.
Yeah.
And like literally, Genius didn't even get that bar.
And I'm past them like the times that he's living in. Okay.
That's what the fuck I mean. It's like
past
that was a bar. That was one of the better bars on the entire project, actually.
Past him the times he's living in.
Like, that's so ill, dog. Bro, moving on though to track, honestly, like I know we weren't planning to go track by track, but moving on to track 3, bro, my favorite fucking track. I can't believe he did the takeover, bro. Like,
Dude, I didn't think he was
Yeah.
gonna do
the
it.
only way it would be
That was
better
crazy.
is the only way it would actually be better if it was actually 2008 and he was still beefing with the Clips. That was the only way that this song would be better because he would have a target.
Yeah, see.
Right.
Like,
shit.
He went so insane, bro. And it brought out this thing that I realized, like, bro, Wayne bodies every time that he gets on a J track. I think it's special to him.
Well,
I think
'cause-
he knows what he's doing. He's like, this is a fucking Jay-Z track. This is a Hope track.
Yeah.
I gotta prove that I'm this good. So think about Blacking Out, which is the story of OJ. Think about Family Feud with him and Drake again. They went fucking crazy on that.
Upgrade you.
Yeah, upgrade
It
you.
was every Jay-Z beat, bro.
And
Every
then,
Jay-Z beat.
bro, dough is what I got.
Dough is
Show
what
me
I got,
little mama. Bro, Jay considered that it might be time to quit when that verse came out. That's not a lie. Look it up and read the story. He fucking looked himself in the mirror and was like, holy shit. And I forgot who it was that he called, but they were like, yeah, Jay called me and was legitimately questioning his place in rap. Because Wayne dropped that. And it was a fucking ghetto-ass YouTube video, too. Remember, of him rapping straight into the mic?
Yeah.
That was what I got, little mama. Like, and that struck fear in Hove. Like, Prime Wayne was that insane. Like,
But let's not forget, Jay was literally signed Wayne at one point, and Baby was like, "No, you're not."
did he?
Yeah,
When was that?
he was about to sign a Rock. I want to say it was like early 2010, like 2011. He was signed to Rock Nation, and
What?
Birdman said nah.
Birdman said nah. Jay called up Birdman and was like,
You go
"Yo,
with it?
yeah, you go. I'm letting you know this is what we're doing."
And why didn't it go down, though?
Because Birdman said hell no. He sent like a bunch of letters over to Rock Nation. He didn't even say anything to Jay. He just sent these letters of like obstruction and all this shit.
Oh, because Wayne was tied down legally.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even be able to do it.
Yep.
That's crazy. Also, dick and douchey way to do it. You could have just called him and been like, that's not possible, Jay.
Yeah. But you really think that's how it goes down? Birdman's a little like Gucci. He's like the hip hop boogeyman.
Yeah.
Bro, ain't it funny how the fish do bird, but your boy just relaxed like a fresh new perm as the word in the barrel of the pistol turn. But we get it how we live, never live and learn. Gotta talk about the flow cause you is concerned. Only down south rapper could have been in the firm. Like, Wayne was different when this song came out, dude.
Yeah.
Or the commissioner Wu-Tang nigga trying to tell you I can kick it like Luke Kane nigga. Got the Sub-Zero flow you want. How you want me, ma? Make her get over here like I'm Scorpion. Like, he fucking was on one back then, bro.
He doesn't write.
And when it comes down to this recording, I must be LeBron James if he's Jordan. No, I won rings with this performance. I'm more Kobe Bryant of an artist. Same coach, same game, I've been starting. Same triangle offense.
You killed it on everything. I don't even know like what else to really say because like on everything.
Lamar, though, on the
Yeah.
takeover, bro.
So I bring in a knife to a gunfight, a pen to a test. I bring the night to the sunlight and send to a stress. Yeah.
Oh, that was one of my favorite lines too.
I bring
actually.
a
That's
dick
really
to a
funny.
Yeah.
and I come like a mint to a breath. Like that shit was nasty,
Yeah,
bro.
but he's killing it.
He said, "Lee, make every soda grape soda. Purple taste
Taste
golden."
Oh, bro, that's crazy.
Yo,
yeah, that's without a doubt my favorite track on the entire fucking
Lamar.
project.
Lamar.
Lamar is
Well,
crazy
it's
next level to
crazy
me.
that he just picked the oldest beat, and all the other beats that are on there are new, like newer, like old,
Like-
like new remixes. Like
The way he started was just so mixtape era. It was like the takeover, the breaks over, hit your brakes cause the race over. I'm the case closer, bust your whole fucking face over, and that's a makeover. It reminded me of when he used to rap with Jules Santana.
Yeah.
That reminded me of Rewind.
Yeah. They all went so ham.
like he went 01, and all the other songs are 2019, 2020. Like
Yep.
there's a reason he picked the song. I don't know.
He can eat on everything.
You play soldier, you a snake, you a fake crow, but you ain't safe. Oh, have you open up the safe? I need payola on your knees, nigga. Where the keys? I'm like Beethoven.
Beethoven's
Oh my
blind.
God.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and this is what the bar that you said, it was really when I was like, holy shit, bro. He means business when he says, it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight, a pen to a test. I bring the night to his sunlight and zen to her stress. I bring the gun to a fist fight, the dick to her breast. She want the cum on her tongue like it's mint to her breath.
He's just thinking on a whole nother level, man. He's not even writing. That's the whole
I
fucking
didn't know
thing.
this was produced by Kanye.
Oh, the takeover? Yeah.
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 Isn't
I
that
didn't know
crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You didn't know that?
No.
Come on! That doesn't scream Kanye to you?
Oh,
Well,
see.
yeah, now it does.
Rap
Now
shit.
that I hear that, it actually does.
I'll
yeah.
tell you what, though.
Okay, but the homie Devin posted one Wayne lyric that was just so Wayne from this project that I was like, yep, it definitely is 2009. Where he says, every time she comes, she cries. That's a fun fact. Ooh, I got something for her eye. That's a contact. No.
Yeah, man. He is awesome.
Funny as shit.
That's one of those times where you're like, yo, that's too far, but that's so Lil Wayne. I'm not mad. Holy shit. Oh my
I want you
gosh.
6 feet under the earth, bitch. I put your picture on front of that shirt, bitch. I let my bitch sleep in one of them shirts, and she let me piss and come on that shirt.
What the fuck?
What? Wait.
That's so 2009 Lil Wayne that it's okay. It's not okay,
That was on
but it
Out
is.
West.
Isn't that your favorite song on the album, Nick?
Oh, West.
He's
No,
like, maybe not
no.
now.
Not now.
Oh my
Bro,
God, bro.
one thing
One
I
of my
will.
funniest lines from the was drive-bys. Drive-bys.
Which one though?
He says, "Fuck you. Who you? You knew.
Dude,
You
you
too
knew.
new to me. I don't do you. Do you? DEUCE."
I know, yeah.
He says, "Doom doom, do shoom, smoke ooh la la, ooh wee wee, or wee wee wee. High as fuck, got a PhD in THC."
That is just some random freestyle that he
That's
did
some
in the
straight
shower.
Lil Wayne's
bro.
like just random ass fucking talking bars. Like he
my
probably freestyled that or something.
God.
And then in Dragum, he said, all the syrup, all these trees, call me Maple Leaf. I was like,
Yo.
oh my
That-
God.
Fire
Bars
but
actually
corny.
hard.
Yeah.
Fire but
Bars
so
are-
corny.
Well, Wayne.
But it's the same way that like when Common was like, you ain't wetting nobody, boy, you Canada dry.
I was like, he got him.
Who was that?
Like
who was
that part where he's like, they don't
George-
believe you
That
need
was for
more.
Drake.
What he's like, they don't believe you, you need more people.
Oh, that was for Drake, right?
What did he
Canada
say?
Dry.
You too sweet, boy. You need
Need
more
more
equal.
equal, yeah.
That's such a bar, but it's actually not because equal actually makes things sweeter.
Sweeter, yeah.
But that's that Wayne shit.
You need that substitute.
You need no equal.
F is for phenomenal. That's all you have to say about Lil Wayne.
He's-
I am happy that my wife loves Lil Wayne as much as I love Lil Wayne.
Does
he's
she?
the F and the F is
Leticia
for phenomenal.
loves Lil Wayne.
That is so fucking awesome, bro.
He's F baby in the F.
It's almost comical because sometimes I'm just like, really?
I'm really, dude. Can we compliment the fact that Wayne is 100% at home on drill beats?
Yeah.
100%. The two Pop Smoke songs, He fucking killed it, bro. And I know he didn't do the chorus to it, but
Murdered,
I'm thinking drive-by, walk down, curbside, headshot. I'm thinking big racks, sawed off, chest shot, Mad Max. Like, that's one of my favorite fucking choruses I've heard in so long. It makes me just want to fucking get hype. It makes me want to just work out.
That's how I feel about this whole album until you hear Gutta Gutta.
Yeah.
But you have to have Gutta
But
Gutta.
you have to have Gutta Gutta. The only way that he could have made this more of a Young Money affair is if he put Currency on there and then named him as Currency the Spitter.
Yeah, Currency the Spitter.
And I was surprised there was no Minaj verse. I just think he couldn't have found I don't think there was a place for her on this album.
But remember, this was side one, though. They said this is side one.
Yeah, this is side one. I bet side B, he gonna go crazy with the features.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I
am Resurrection, man.
I hope.
If he goes to jail, side B will come out before. Like that'll be like he'll come out like a week before, I bet. On some shit. On some like make an impact thing.
Hopefully he does some like Mac Dre shit and rap from prison.
Yeah, they took good care of him last time he went. They eventually did. He got an iPod and shit. And was just chilling. I'm not saying anyone wants to go to jail.
Came home in a Phantom. That's what Drake said.
That's what I mean. It's like, you know, he made it work. He made it work.
Cover for me.
Oh, it's one of the best songs they've ever done, bro. Like,
So
so yeah, he did drive-bys, and then what was the other pop fucking verse? Come to Garcon.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and that was dope. This is what I mean. Wayne is the expert of taking what you already made, taking the same concept, reconceptualizing it, and giving you a new chorus. Like,
you know who the only other person I think can do that? Is T-Pain.
Yes, his boot up remix. Tell me how many songs can you make about a booty? About 1,000. Shawty, you don't get this, come get this pound. And
Yeah,
fucking
T-Pain.
I like the way she make that bottom toot up.
I just love how he said T-Mix baby.
Yeah, that's so hard. Come to Garcon and some new say la rot. Like he's such a fool, dude. Like, dude, I really, man, I fuck with this project as a whole. What was your favorite song, Jeff?
Man, I want to say Takeover.
Also Takeover?
Yeah, the Takeover song.
Damn.
I want to say BB King, but that's just because I'm happy to see Silk and Little Bro, somebody in his prime like that.
Absolutely.
Everyone always says that he can't. They're like, oh no. He's like, no.
I mean, we talked about it recently. Like, could Wayne actually Lil Bro him?
Yeah.
Like they used to.
I said yeah. I think so.
And you're so right. And it makes me rethink what you said about the Jay and Benny thing. I'm like, damn.
You can't there's a bravado to it. You know what I mean? There's a cadence that you have.
It's like no matter what, even if it takes him thinking up 6 verses, he's not going to let it happen.
It's not going to happen. Just
Yeah.
kind of like Jay and Ye.
It's true. Can we talk about, we mentioned it, but we didn't say it out loud because we talked about BB King. But dude, the real bodying moment for him was doing Laugh Now, Cry Later.
Yeah.
Wayne's version of Laugh Now, Cry Later is one of his best remixes, not just off of this album. It's one of Wayne's best remixes ever.
Yeah.
It really is. He humanized the shit out of that song.
Yeah.
Like, because it's about an ex-girlfriend regretting, and then the part where he gets to about her lying to her friends, not telling them that they've broken up yet, but using the chorus.
Yeah.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what is he starts it off, sometimes I laugh so much I cry, like, or sometimes I laugh so hard I cry. Like, that's such a dope start to that. Like, what does he say? Yeah, I gotta pull up the whole song real quick, dude. Like, sometimes I laugh so hard I cry, cause you just a joke now. It's crazy. Like, that's just funny as fuck. But it's exactly what Wayne got famous for back in the day. The same way that he did tonight's gonna be a good night. I got no ceilings.
Yeah.
Like, he fucking really made that a fucking song, dude.
Yeah, and then you mix it in with like originals, like I'm single.
Like,
single.
exactly. Like, he absolutely eliminates it's as if he bought the song from you.
Yeah.
It's as if he was like, the rights to your song are now the rights to my song.
And that's kind of what Drake does, right?
It is made in Tokyo, or made in
Reference?
McConan
Yeah.
and shit like that.
It's all references.
And it's like the type of shit where, like, Drake can get in a song and he'll use that reference forever. Like now, if Drake is in a song, he can always be like, "And the club got popping on a Tuesday," and like people will be like, "Oh, Drake, club on a Tuesday."
Club
Forgot about that.
Tuesday, but it's Friday. You know what I
Exactly, but it's Friday. Over yo, you know we did it my way. We hit the highway. Okay, like you already know.
mean? And I fuck with it. I'm like, yes.
And you'd be like, "Oh shit, this hard, man. He was on that song." But bro, Wayne, like I took a nap, you to your things, and I heard the doorknob. It's crazy. He's a fool. Like, but like,
don't forget his blood affiliation.
exactly. I just love the way that he kept it. The bars weren't that crazy on this song, but just the way that he kept the cadence, like, I know that you're with your friends, going crazy down bad, cause they keep asking where I'm at, damn babe. Sometimes they ask, sometimes you lie, and I bet they know now. It's crazy. Sometimes it's facts, sometimes it's lies, but they tell you scroll down. They shady.
Yeah.
Like it's about just like girls, having a girl going through a split with him, and then being influenced to do shady shit from her friends who quote unquote know better, girl.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not saying that they don't, because I don't know who he's talking about in this song, but this is one of the most personal feeling songs I've heard by him.
Yeah.
That I'm like, ah man, whoever the fuck you're talking about, goddamn. Like,
Well, it's just like how Drake sounds like he talks about his exes. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't need to teach from Peachy. She was the piece that complete me. You know what I mean? Like, oh damn, was she?
Dude, it's so dope. I fucking love that conversation flow. He really, really brought it to the table. That's
a body. That was a big bro moment.
That was a huge big bro moment. He was like, let me show you what I would have done with this beat.
Yeah.
And how I could have made it an iller song. You sure you shouldn't have had me as the feature?
Yeah. No, Dirk was great though.
Dirk was great, but Drake probably did hear that song and go, fuck, bro. What the fuck?
Which I was actually
Should
thinking.
have had Big Bro on this song.
I don't know what Wayne. If Drake doesn't have Wayne on this next album, I'm gonna be very surprised.
Yeah, how many albums has it been since Wayne was on a Drake album? 2 or 3?
2 or 3.
God, that's fucking insane, dude.
A long time.
Yeah.
I think it's because they
To let him
don't.
do his own lane.
Exactly. I think that's why they don't put each other on each other's albums. Like Drake is on a mixtape, but Drake wasn't on Funeral.
No.
Drake wasn't on any Carters.
It's literally to just kind of do your lane. But I guarantee if something comes out again, they will.
I don't know. I feel like the reason why is because they almost make more money not putting it on the album but dropping it as a single.
Or
True.
like a mixtape thing like this. Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
And it makes it easier to split the pie too, because then you're not paying someone out for a feature. If you do a single 50-50, you're just gonna split the profits.
But do you guys remember? Like I said, I want to like not make this a 4-hour conversation. But do you guys not remember the way you guys felt when you heard "Watch the Throne"?
Yeah, I think Wayne and Drake deserve a moment like that. I want a Drake and Wayne album.
Well, that's why they made "Watch the Throne." They literally said
They didn't want there to be a Drake and Wayne album.
Exactly. They just wanted to show.
If that doesn't invite you to own the game at one point, what does though?
Yeah.
Like, if anything, if I was Drake and Wayne, I'd be like, okay, let's still do it.
Yeah.
Like they're scared of us. Let's do it.
And I bet you there's some weird stuff with Wayne.
There wouldn't be a better time for them to do it than right now.
Definitely. I agree. Drake's
There
in
wouldn't
his
be.
prime.
Collab albums are cool again.
And
Drake's
Lil
in his
Wayne's
prime.
coming back.
Drake is dissing with Kanye and Push, so he's got plenty of material to rap with someone like Wayne.
If it pushes "Watch the Throne" too, I'd be all for it.
Damn.
But
Push
Jay-
and Kanye.
Well, no, even just Jay and Ye again.
Okay, I thought you said if Pusha does Watch the Throne too. I was like, what? Like Kanye and Push?
King.
They just mad? We hate you, Drake.
Yeah.
That would be the hardest diss Drake album ever.
No, I mean people always forget that. What was that like bar song where Kanye, that beat that he was supposed to give Drake, but really just like scoopity poop.
Scoopity poop.
Yeah, what was that song?
Scoopity-doopity-doop.
That people don't realize that was a Drake diss song because he said that he was gonna give that beat to Drake and was like, actually, fuck you.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
say
poop,
stupid ass
poop,
shit.
all
Yeah.
over my track.
That's
Yeah.
why he did that.
God damn, that's fucked up because Drake is hella selective with beats.
Yeah,
too.
and he was like, yeah, I want that beat. And
Yeah.
he's just like, nah. And especially after doing all the writing that he did for him on Life of Pablo.
Was Drake in those
He
sessions?
did. No sessions.
He was?
40 hours?
Damn.
Yeah, I did hear about the 40 hours.
And he spent a lot of time.
That's fucked up. I guess they neighbors.
That's You know, that's what I'm saying. We can talk about that. Back to Wayne. though.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah,
On some mixtape shit.
this was a perfect project besides his children's verses.
You know, yeah, I know. But can you
But
down
it's cool
somebody
though.
for that?
No, not at all. Super cool. And I love that the community has been so cool about it. There's enough tracks that I'm not mad because there's 21 fucking tracks or something like that, right? Yeah. I'm totally okay with 3 of them being skipped.
Yeah.
Like,
even
Well,
if
I
they
more
love
than
that
anything
he
though,
still
more
put-
than anything though, I'm disappointed that he gave sicko mode to his kid.
yeah.
How the bro?
I kind of like that.
I
like
don't
that.
because how the fuck, bro? But
They
imagine
gave
Wayne
the Money
doing.
Man beat to his kid too. Like,
Of
that
course,
song was
it's
hard.
sick. It's sick as a dad move. But
It's a
think
dad
about you seriously don't
Yeah.
want to hear Wayne do sicko mode though.
No,
No,
because
I don't.
I don't.
Honestly, I'm good on that.
Really?
I would like it, but I'm good.
I would have liked to hear it because he would have big bro Drake one more time. If he did just the Drake part. The out
Yeah,
like a
that's
light.
true.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Out with some Sprite. Yeah.
Yeah, you already
true,
know he'd be like, I spark the
Yeah,
blunt
he-
with my light. Hey, yeah. Pour some Sprite. Hey, yeah. Like, and it would have went fucking hard.
That's why I was always surprised that Drake. I'm not surprised because Drake was very much the more marketable person, but he got the Sprite deal and Wayne did it.
Yeah, like,
Do you remember that weird commercial where he was like in the booth and his face came apart like a robot?
Yeah.
That Sprite commercial. It was really creepy. But how did Wayne not get the Sprite deal?
because he's just not as marketable, and that's
Which is weird,
but
right?
that's what I mean is like, even if people aren't excited, like specifically, like if you guys were like, well, I'm not dying for the sicko mode, bro. Wayne would have ate
Yeah.
that, and I think what made it harder for me is that he gave it to his least talented of the children.
Well,
And,
you don't know.
like, well.
Least talented.
Well, like all of, like it's the one because the one on sicko mode is literally just singing in some part. There's no structure to it. All his other kids, all the other songs at least had structures. They had chorus and stuff. This kid literally had like a 16-bar chorus, being like, "My daddy from New Orleans, my mama from LA," and it's like that's cool, but like sicko mode is
hating right
three.
now, man.
Sicko mode is 3 fucking beats.
Yeah, Lil Tune had the best bars out of his kids. Flames.
Yeah.
And that's all I was saying. Because sicko
It's only
mode,
12 too.
Sicko mode was like a moment the first time you ever heard it.
Well,
Got
yeah.
too much girls. I'm calling them Hooters.
Yeah.
His little son. Imagine your son rap that.
Well, the greatest part, I mean, is when the Adidas deal got killed too. So you know Drake had to spit something.
Oh, of course.
That's why and then it was kind of corny. Was like checks over stripes. That's what I like. Like right after your Adidas deal got killed. Okay.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Wayne would have ate that. Imagine what Wayne would have said out there. He probably would have said something like, I make checks from what I like. What I like. Ay. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I'm not saying Wayne would have killed that, but I'm okay.
yeah. It'd be like, dude, now I can't stop
Wait,
thinking
yeah,
about it. Though.
wait.
Now I can't stop thinking about it because the reason why I want that is because there's so much catchy shit in sicko mode.
Yeah.
And Wayne is the best at making catchy shit cool. You know what I mean? He would have been like, transform the color of my Sprite, made a milli in a night. Like,
Yeah.
just simple shit. And that's what's cool about it is that like it reminds you how light work Wayne is
Makes
as heavy as Drake whenever he wants.
Maybe.
When he wants to make it tight. And what I think is the reason why is on mixtapes it's easier for Wayne because he has a canvas to destroy.
There's a
Like he already has a canvas. Like V8, how easy was it for him to come up with a chorus for that? Probably because he doesn't even write. He's
The
just
only
a
reason I
fucking goat.
say that is with when they go hard on tracks, like hard, like when Cover For Me, you know what I mean? Like there's certain things about Wayne though, because he was really in that shit. I'm not saying, I will just say this: Wayne was in more shit than Drake.
Absolutely.
So-
it's easier for him to just be real.
Exactly when you hear him talk about that shit, it sounds just way harder.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm
I
like,
mean,
man, is he
Drake stays shoveling snow
selling clothes?
and selling clothes and walking puppies.
But he stay hustling.
We stay hustling.
All right, Aubrey. I see you.
But what speaking of mixtapes, what do you guys got?
Well, before we get into that, I do want to say what I think is where I hold this album because I want to get a score on this too.
Okay.
I think this is like a 4 or 5.
I think it's 5 for enjoyability. I enjoyed this and what it did for me as somebody who's a Lil Wayne fan. Like,
It's a 4 or 5 because I hated the love songs.
okay.
I hated
I
them.
just
I like
hated
literally
the remix
hated
of
them.
Mood. I hate that beat.
It's so funny that
I hate that beat
Yeah,
so much.
and the kids verses, I'm not giving it negative points for that, but I'm essentially looking at it as an 18-track album, not a 21-track album. Because those
And they came at the end though, man. So you could literally just cut.
and that's
those
what I
off.
mean. Exactly. Like they don't count. They're just there.
That's like if you don't like whipped cream on your coffee. I don't know anyone who doesn't like whipped cream, but
bad
True.
people.
True.
I'm saying
Bad people.
if you left off the whipped cream, it's
Still a
still
cup of
good
coffee.
Still a cup of coffee.
Let's not do Wayne like that. It's more than a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's some fucking good ass coffee.
This is
It's a
straight
really
up
good
12 shots of
coffee.
espresso.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're right. But what do you got, Nick? What do you got? This?
Oh man, this is a 4-5. I mean,
Okay.
I agree with you on the enjoyability. It brought me back to the mixtape era. It brought me back to high school, even before that.
I felt 16 again.
Yeah, it brought me back. I mean, it had the Drake verse. It had the remix of all the current best beats in songs right now. It had his kids. I agree with you. I kind of disregard the kids, but I really like that. That's a boss move.
Yeah, it is
Putting
boss.
It is a
them
boss
on-
move. Absolutely.
Putting them on sicko mode, like
It
that's-
is.
That's easily the biggest song of.
So the only reason I'm
this
cool,
year?
the reason that I'm
last
cool
year?
with that I do like the
That's just a
kids
power
being
move.
on there is like, and specifically that kid, even though I'm like, God, you really
You suck. Stop rapping.
you wasted
No.
a beat, but whatever. The reason why it's cool though is because specifically that kid, the one that was like, my daddy from New Orleans, my mama from LA. That's Lauren London's kid.
Yeah,
So
I
Nipsey
knew
was
that.
his stepdad.
yeah,
Fucking hard.
yeah. So you
Wait.
expected more. That's Lauren London's kid.
That's Lauren London's kid.
Lauren London.
Wayne and
and,
Lauren
like-
London have a Wayne and Lauren London have a kid.
Lauren London have a
Damn, you didn't know
Yeah, they've
that?
had a kid for a minute.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm so out of that.
That's
wild.
yeah.
That's
So
way to go
that's
from a
like
bl-
being raised by Nip, Lauren London, and Wayne.
Like a huge ass blood and then a crib.
Yeah,
Wow.
rolling
Yeah,
60s
for
crib.
real.
That's crazy, bro.
That is crazy, bro.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
It's brazy on one side. It's brazy every other weekend. It's crazy the other weekends when he's at home with mom.
But on the note of making me feel 16 again, it makes me feel like no song is safe because I feel like Lil Wayne's. just fucking
That
fun.
was an era. You'd be like, whenever a new album would come out, you'd be like, what song is Wayne gonna pick? You'd be like, what song is he stealing from you? Like,
And he's gonna eat.
maybe Travis is like, whew.
Yeah.
Thank God he didn't touch Sicko Mode. He just put his kid on it. And Drake probably is too. He probably like, God damn, you were gonna take everything catchy I did this year?
He should have done Tootsie Slide.
Oh my God.
I really didn't like Tootsie Slide.
Oh my God.
He probably would have made that. better.
Am I the only one here that doesn't like
That
Tootsie
would have been
Slide?
so hard. You already know he would have said some stupid shit. He'd have been like, I would have told Shorty come down on this Wheezy F ride. Like my kid instead of Tootsie Slide. You already know he would have made some hella self-pretentious ass shit.
I love Wayne, man.
Yeah, like, you already know, like, you know what I mean?
That's why I don't even feel bad. Like,
Tell Shorty walk left foot first. Come on inside. Ride this dick. Wheezy F slide.
yo, man, see,
I'll let
yeah,
the
you're right.
Uzi F ride.
That's why I know this week coming into this, you asked us to pick like a top 5, top 4 like mixtape. That's why
Well, yeah, because we
felt bad.
Wheezy's the GOAT. We'll do Rushmore next week, but we already know Wheezy is without a doubt a huge fucking face on Rap Rushmore.
yeah.
Specifically, he is the mixtape fucking GOAT.
There's literally two of his mixtapes are my top 5.
Damn,
Easily
really?
top 5
Two of them.
all-time artists for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The only other person who competes mixtape wise is Currency,
Yeah.
which is dope because they came from that Young Money camp.
Yeah.
Give me your top 5 mixtapes, man.
Man, that's a hard
of
one.
all time.
And
No
I'm not
given
gonna-
order.
No given order. Okay. I probably put
You can give me more than 5. Just give me your iconic. No more than 10, maybe.
iconic. Oh gosh. Okay. So this
To
is,
you, because obviously we can say the simple. We can say the obvious ones, like for instance, Dream Chasers 2.
Dream
That's
Chasers,
iconic
okay.
as fuck, but that's not on my list.
Yeah, it's not on my list either.
Right.
So, Drought 3.
Mhm.
Gosh, I had this list. What am I? Let me get this. I don't, because I didn't want to miss anything on here. It was, I think, Drought 3, Dedication 2, Acid Rap is actually on there.
You counted Acid Rap?
Yeah.
So Nick and I talked about that. The only reason we didn't count it is because it's not from the mixtape era.
That's what that but it was a mixtape.
Yeah, it is. It
It
is.
was a mixtape.
But it's on Apple Music now.
Yeah. Let me ask you this too. Drake said if you're reading this, it's too late.
It's a mixtape,
Which,
Yeah.
but it's not a mixtape era.
but it's not a mixtape era, or else I would. I that's one thing I counted out, which is weird because I did count acid rap.
Mhm.
There is no competition 2 by Fab. I forgot what it's like to have
What
punchline.
about Soul Food?
so
1
so
through
yeah,
3?
yeah. And what was that Lupe mixtape?
Fahrenheit 451. Holy shit, bro.
Those one.
Oh my god.
There's even a Clips
I
one.
thought House of Balloons was gonna be on there for you.
I did too. I thought House of Balloons was gonna be on there for you too.
Couldn't because we're talking about hip hop, man.
Because we're talking about hip hop.
Talking about hip
Tell by that teeth grit that deep down it's in there though.
It's in there. It's in there.
What about you, Nick?
Oh man, this list is in no order, and it's a pretty big list. I probably have 20 more mixtapes to add on to here, but
Yeah.
I'll just go very quick though. I mean, Kush and OJ, Wiz Khalifa.
So good.
I
Like
was a
that was an
dude
era.
in
That was a
high school.
vibe.
It changed my whole. This dude made me wear
funny.
Converse and camo shorts.
We were talking about like how they slightly missed me and Sir.
Yeah, we knew this would be on your top 5. Like straight up, I was like, "There's no way Cushion OJ's not in Nick's top 5."
Because we were talking about how G
For
Unit.
sure is.
It's so influential to your like, and as your brother and cousin who knows you, like it's so like influential to your lifestyle.
It really is. It almost changed the way I lived for a little bit. Like I felt like after I listened to it, I became cooler.
Felt older, felt more mature.
Yeah, I don't even know how to explain that, but so Cushion OJ, Wiz Khalifa, so super classic.
Mhm.
No Ceilings, the first one, man,
Okay.
and No Ceilings 2.
Two
The first one came out in 09. No, I'm not gonna. So number one, the first one, 09, the one
Okay.
in 09.
Okay.
That one with Banned from TV. Jesus, that one's so good. I got Drake, So Far Gone.
Okay, that's
with
good,
Congratulations.
bro. When he
That was
did
kind of on the cusp, but and successful.
Why
with Trey
would
Songz.
she make goes
Or was it with Trey
out
Songz?
the-
Yeah, it was with Trey Songz.
Yeah.
God, I wish they did an
Successful.
album,
But they
Man.
Trey did. Trey reached out to him.
and they never figured it out.
He literally
He probably
after
really
this
felt like it and said,
mixtape.
"Nah."
Right after this mixtape, Trey was like, "Yo, can we do an album?" And Drake's like, "I don't know, man."
Oh yeah, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I think you
low
meant
key-
recently.
Yeah, no. I don't think that they would.
It'll never happen now.
Not because it's
But
kind
I'm
of flamed
gonna,
out.
I'm gonna.
Well, we're
see
getting a
some-
Drake and
bunch
Chris
of-
Brown album.
a bunch of mixtapes, and you're just gonna be like, "Oh, I got Slime Season, Young Thug, 56 Nights, and Monster Future. I got Well Done from Tyga. The Well Done mixtapes were really big,
Bro, I forgot that Tyga did have a mixtape
He
wave.
did
Everybody was
Well
rocking
Done-
his
he was
shit.
he did Well Done 1, 2, and 3. I think he kind of stemmed off of Lil Wayne and being like
Bitch,
little
I'm
mixtape
out.
Prince.
Bro,
I
what
call him
was
mixtape Prince?
what was his clothing line, Lun?
Oh,
with the Pharaohs.
Last Kings.
Last Kings. Everybody used to rock that shit back in
Bro,
the day.
those little snapbacks.
You knew a
dude.
nigga sold weed if he was wearing some Last Kings.
He brought up the snapback era, I feel like.
Yeah, bro.
Him
Ooh.
and Chris were arguing about that.
Yeah, and remember he used to rock the what is it, Tisa?
Yeah, Tisa.
He used to
Tisa's
rock
cool.
hella Tisa.
He's,
Well, everyone
that-
wanted a Tisa
the
snapback. back then.
triangle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's at the
With
yeah.
as the A.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone wanted.
So I
Tisa.
got Well Done. I got Live Love ASAP.
Yeah, that's a hard
Bastard. Tyler the Creator.
Do you consider Live Love ASAP?
Yeah, it had street cred, bro. There are people that still have the physical street copy of the mixtape.
Okay.
And
Alright.
shit. I remember my homie gave me one. I wasn't
it's a
a big
hard
fan and I
time.
lost it.
Oh.
I lost that physical copy of the mixtape.
Damn.
I should have kept that forever. Cuz I didn't
So-
know who he was going to be by that time.
I've named a lot though, but this one I actually really want to mention. Finally Famous Volume 3, Big by Big Sean, dude.
Finally
That one has Super
money.
Duper Lemonade.
Super
It
Duper
had
Lemonade was
the-
crazy.
Does it have the original version of Memories on there?
I think that was.
Oh
the
my
original
god, bro. They
version of
fucked
Memories.
that song up on the album, putting John Legend on there with corny ass. I love John Legend too, but he was corny on that song.
So we talk on one thing I haven't heard either of you say. Have you done yours? You haven't done yours. Okay.
All right,
He hasn't done
I'll
yours.
say mine real
I
quick.
think yours is gonna be on his. I have a feeling.
There's two I'm missing.
say.
That
Okay. I couldn't pin it down. I could have kept going forever too, so I did 11. I tried to do 10.
okay.
I did
See,
11.
I really just
That's
like
fine.
Yeah.
American Corruption, Capital Steez.
Okay. Okay.
Wale and Ninth Wonder, Back to the Feature.
That's dope.
With fucking the new soul fucking sample flip on there. I'm
forgot
a
about that
new
one.
soul in this very strange world. And the way they flipped that dude with the slowdown was so hard. They used to call me the future. A month later, they say, "Fuck it, I've grown used to you."
It's true.
Bro, like a kid named Cudi. Kid
Okay.
Cudi.
Okay.
J.
Oh my
Cole,
goodness.
Friday Night Lights. Section 80,
Those were the two actually I was gonna know.
comeback season,
Comeback season. Back in the day.
best day ever. ASAP, not because it's my favorite at the time when it released. I listened to it 2 years after it released and realized every single fucking song is a banger, start to finish.
Yeah.
Every single one. Blue Chips 1 and 2, Action Bronson and Party Supplies. 1999 by Joey Badass.
Yeah.
And fun fact, 1999 was the last thing I ever downloaded from Dat Piff. So it
That's
really,
dope.
really represents the end of the mixtape era for me.
That's dope.
That was like, I like remember downloading it, and I know for a fact it was the last thing I ever downloaded on Dat Piff.
That's wild.
Like it's
That
crazy.
fifth era.
Like, and then No Ceilings, Sci-Hi Royal Flush. That was before he was
I don't
known
think I peeped
as,
that.
bro,
I might have
listen to
missed
that.
that. Okay.
It was before it was public that he was Kanye's writer, and he was just so nice with it. And then last but not least, Chip the Ripper, the fucking Cleveland show.
Oh my
I'm
god.
fitted.
Bro.
Dude, I
oh
forgot
my
about that
God,
one,
bro.
H.O. fitted.
Fucking Mansion. Dude, that whole thing was crazy.
See,
Dude, Chip
it's
the
so
Ripper was-
hard to walk that line of like what's a mixtape, what's not.
What's an
'cause, like,
album? The Cleveland show, by all standards of today, would be an
Mixtape.
album.
Yeah.
It's a mixtape. Yeah, it is a mixtape. But like it was literally a A and B side project of all original songs.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And
It's
same
like,
with a kid named Cudi
yeah.
and Section 80
Section
and
80.
Friday Night
God,
Lights.
That's what I'm
TGIF,
saying.
bro.
They changed it.
Honor
It was
Kid and
artists
Cudi.
like that. Yeah. That's exactly. That shit was the beginning of that era of mixtapes becoming so impressive that it and then it stopped being about them being you covering other songs. The reason why people started, I think, reverting to mixtapes is because you didn't have to deal with sample clearance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was 100%.
Yeah, they're like, fuck this.
Once we
dog.
started streaming,
Yeah.
once you didn't have to download it to get the
Mhm.
downloads. You were streaming like, oh shit, I can't have this. Main reason I'm guessing the freaking No Ceilings isn't on Spotify or Apple Music.
It's on Spotify now.
It is. Oh damn.
Crazy. I do not know how he got that clearance at all.
He just hit them all up. Hey, it's Lil Wayne. Can
Yeah.
you clear this for me?
Well,
I mean, all of
well,
them, yeah.
sometimes you do
Yeah.
get, yeah, or on some personal connection shit. Like for instance, I know Guru sent Drake the beat for Family Feud.
Yeah.
He says it on the track.
Yeah.
He's like, shout out to Guru sending me this shit,
Yeah.
which is crazy. I wonder if Jay feels a way about that. He'd be like, bro,
Well, because Jay is now
he's
there-
open to the challenge at
there
this
are,
point.
There are Ye and Drake songs that aren't like hits that people forget about, and then there's also Jay. Jay's almost was like what is on like every Drake album almost not the main ones anyways.
Yeah,
Always trying to big bro him too.
that's true.
Always trying to big bro him. Cake.
Kick.
Bro, we're robbed of so many beautiful collaborations.
Oh man, I really think that the mixtape era I hope it comes back alive. I think that's another reason why I liked acid rap so much is because you could tell that he was like always like it was just different too.
Mhm.
I feel like I needed a change up of like music I was listening to.
Fresh.
So like it was fresh. I think that's why I put it up there.